This is the crazy adverse. So when he turns crazy, he laughs like this.
Hola, coach.
Hola, coach.
Who do I got, Barcelona or Madrid?
Hola, coach. Hola, coach.
Fuck it, I got Barcelona.
I know them well. I was a little scared at the
Oh yeah. Super, super, super tender, almost falls off the bone. And the sauce is not too sweet, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, it has a little bit of that kick that you really want.
I would take it spicier, honestly. The spice level is good for the average Joe. If you were to come here and get a 2 out of 2, I think most people can handle this spice, but it's just enough heat to keep it exciting. First thing I gotta say is the chicken, not even considering the breading, was unbelievably succulent, perfectly cooked. The crispiness, I like my wings crunchier usually. I don't think I've had wings with that thin of a crust from a Korean wing. Texture, I'll go with the 7. Chicken flavor was super apparent. It was very chicken forward. I like that the sauce didn't overpower the chicken flavor. Flavor, a 7 as well.
New York City going strong, but with 3 huge cities to come, can it get a boost from the final spot? Steinway Halal, where we not only got this charcoal grilled chicken, but 2 kinds of rice, 2 soups, and a salad.
So all of this is like what, like 30, 40 bucks?
$15.
Wow. Look, I tried everything. With how cold it was outside, it did kind of hit emotionally, but the main event chicken, I gotta be honest, a bit dry, heavily under-seasoned in my opinion. The meal itself, from a value perspective, is incredible, but texture and flavor really just kind of fell flat for me. Just slightly above mid with a 5.5 on flavor, and texture sitting at around 5.5. It's not a terrible score. I would count that as mid. We still have some insanely high scores, making Julian's top spots hard to beat, but we're moving on to the place that I reside, Austin, Texas. We now move on to a new co-host to represent Austin, the David Douglas, a prolific Austin food reviewer, a buddy of mine who also appeared on our Which Country Has the Best Breakfast video. Listen, Austin is a special place to me, and I know it's in good hands with his help.
We are starting with high expectations here. The potato barbacoa breakfast taco at Michelin Biv Gourmand La Santa Barbacha, looking good.
They didn't skimp on beauty, and it's loaded the up.
And this is always how it comes, by the way.
That's busting. I don't know how long you lived in Austin, but I've been in Austin for the better part of 6 to 7 years, roughly. The barbacoa is succulent, it's fatty. The creaminess from the avocado plays well. The tortillas are so fragrant. Like when you lift this up to your mouth, the first thing you get before you even bite it is the smell. It's almost floral. So nice. Chew on the tortilla is great. I have always felt the breakfast taco was a bit overrated. And I think that if you really want a good experience, you gotta go to a place like this. I love it. I mean, texture-wise, it's such a simple thing. Tortilla, egg, cheese, meat, avocado. And it's getting an 8.7. It's a crazy high number. Flavor, the barbacoa by itself, that's like a 9.5. I do wish there was a little salt on the avo to help bring it together. Flavor, I'm going with a 7. This is easily the highest, best breakfast taco I've ever had in Austin.
That's what I like to hear. I'm very competitive, and I'm giving Austin the best chance, so I want to see these types of scores every place on. That's my hope. That's my dream.
Let's make that dream a reality. Moving on.
Welcome to KUG Barbecue.
Holy dude, they loaded us up. I have always wanted to go here. I just want to be really clear. The line is always so long, and for obvious reasons. I'm glad that they're hooking us up today, though. Holy.
They don't mess around here. I'm half Middle Eastern, and the flavors here are what I grew up with, but with Texas barbecue cooking style. So the ribs are made the same way. You'd make Texas style ribs. They have a pomegranate glaze, pomegranates on top, za'atar dusted mac and cheese.
Look at this, look at this. Look at this.
The chef grew up in Egypt. When he visited here, he fell in love with Texas barbecue. Years later, he's here, the James Beard nominated barbecue spot, crushing it.
Those are the most balanced ribs ever. They're not too sweet, they're not too salty, they're like a little spicy. The za'atar comes in for some fragrance. Mac and cheese, fire. Cooked nicely, shells are nice. The sumac pickled onion's crazy. And the rice is fragrant, it's cooked nicely.
Welcome to the culture, brother. Lamb bacon ribs right here.
Oh my God, they're so juicy, Lucy.
Take a little of this chimichurri, put that right there.
That is phenomenal. That is one of the best bites of lamb, I think, in the city.
Anything you badly associated with lamb is replaced with fat and flavor.
It's not gamey. It's just smoky, salty, delicious, melts in your mouth. Super succulent. Look at this juicy lamb chop.
Wherever they're sourcing this lamb from is a godsend.
This is so perfectly seasoned with salt and just flavor and smoke, and it's juicy. This feels like the marriage of Texas and Egyptian food together. Putting on a sauce would be wonderful, but it's so good on its own, doesn't need it.
You never get barbecue that's balanced like this, where you have a little bit of everything.
Overall experience for texture was incredible, but it did fall just a bit because the sliced brisket was not great. I'm not gonna lie, David said it was an off day, but I'm still going with a strong 9. There's so many options here, I think it still deserves that. I mean, it's an onslaught of flavor, spices, sweet, sour, tart, salty, fatty, acidic. I mean, what the else is there you could possibly want in one meal? What would have already been a 9, I'm gonna give it 9.3 out of 10 on flavor. We might have a winner on our hands, but there's only one way to find out. about moving on.
We were at Descada, what I think is the most addicting taco in Austin. We've done a breakfast taco.
I don't know if I can do that.
Jogo que vale bastante coisa pra gente, Masters e tudo. Cara, a Cru tá jogando, tá tendo uma evolução muito boa, muito pelo trabalho da Diverso.
I wish I could.
Es un 1v1 adverso. Siento que la serie que jugamos contra ellos no lo hicimos bien. Siento que Aspas brilló mucho contra nosotros y la verdad fue que punichó nuestros errores y eso afectó el resultado.
Aspas dele.
This music's kind of slapping.
Amassou, foi mais 46, então com certeza a gente vai ajudar ele nesse jogo. Vai ser um jogo mais tranquilo pra ele. Siento que ahora somos un equipo completamente diferente al que fuimos al kickoff e me gustaría medirnos contra ellos agora. E acho que vai ser um jogão. Acho que eles estão evoluindo bastante, mas a gente veio aqui pra acabar com isso.
Fire.
Riot Games Arena, it's time to send our first
What's
team
my
to
preds?
Masters Toronto.
I'll give my preds after the thing. But I think I got MIBR.
Crew Visa coming into this one with
I think I got MIBR.
Good start to the season for Crew, which is a thing that we're not used to saying, you know, but now here we are. This is a whole new crew, and on top of that, they are looking like absolute beasts.
And it's a crew that's contending for more than just a late season pop-up to get to champions. If they win this match, it'll be their
One of these teams are guaranteed Masters, yeah.
Since Copenhagen in 2022 that the team could qualify.
Damn.
It's a massive chance for them as well, just not just the org as well, but I think revenge for all of these players as well. We kind of mentioned it right at the beginning of the show, but in kickoff it was MIBR who knocked Crew down and ruined their chances of potentially even making Bangkok at the beginning of the year.
I'll tell you right now, I'm a believer in Crew today. GB, you with me? I believe.
A uma vitória de fazer história.
A uma vitória.
We've said it a million times here, the parallels between these two teams are so profound, but the thing that MIBR has right now is, well, they got the hot seat. They seem to, everything seems to be clicking and working for them, Mimi.
There's a lot of questions.
Damn, look at that past his pants.
Greatest players
That dragon on his pants?
Team of 2024, but the new additions, the star player joining, it is all paid off, and now they have their chance to make their first global and qualify to it as a team.
And think of the position Vono is in as well, right? Like, just at the start of this year, completely different story for him over with NRG, comes over to MIBR after kickoff. Now he is one series away from going to that first global.
And you have two players in the argument for Rookie of the Year already with Verno and Cortezia. Those two have been outstanding in their debut year.
Indeed they have. Now let's see where we're playing at. It's going to be Lotus and then Icebox, and if necessary, we'll take a trip over to Ascent.
Dude, it's a strange map pool overall, but listen, you got maps that both of these teams have not been looking too hot on, generally speaking, as well. We start with Lotus. I'm excited to see Icebox in the middle of the pool, which you're never going to get those words out of my mouth ever again. Yeah. But with the way that these two teams played as well, they are top teams on that map, and I think that's going to be a really interesting clash when we get to the middle portion. It all lies out here, and I mean, the pressure is on.
To me, Icebox is the deciding map because both teams are so strong on it. The other one that I'm curious about is going to be Lotus starting off, because that map, the last time Crew played it, that was them getting absolutely torched by Evil Geniuses.
Series winner qualifies.
Bounce back here.
Lotus, Icebox, Ascend.
MIBR has struggled on Lotus as well. They were on a 4-map
I got
loss
MIBR
to start the year. They got their first win on it just recently, pulling out a new composition, switching over to the neon.
I wonder what Aspas's mindset is while he plays.
Where we're not going to see
Like,
him
what does he
walking
tell
in that
himself?
jet. No surprises. They're sticking to that comp as Kesnet
No.
blocks the neon.
Kesnet
I
is
just
actually
want
a
to listen
Yoru
in.
player on this map.
you're
So
right.
you were talking about Ospas, who
Yes.
has been playing the neon.
Yeah.
But that is immediately a switch up for Kesnet because he looked tough on the Yoru.
Yeah, that
on
was
his
a
last
rough game
I
against
think he got
CT.
6 frags in the whole
But
map.
he has a lot more freedom on that neon to mess around and do some crazy stuff with it.
I think it screams to me as well. They want to change up the pace, to be honest, as well, and potentially match what MIB are throwing at them. If both teams are opting into this like neon fight as well, you want to be going pound for pound with that Euro. It doesn't really help you.
If I don't lock in, I'll end up like Shanks.
Into these fights as soon as the barriers are dropped on a map like Lotus, but yeah, it seems like they want to be brawling.
Yeah, to me, like the Yoru
What was
skews
my
a little bit more
mindset?
to, like the
Me?
defensive side, the repositions, take a contact fight, get out. But it can be hard to accelerate, like you're talking about, when it comes to actually.
Not sure. I don't know. I feel like I was always working on something different.
So it'll be really interesting to see Kesnet on that agent.
And get a little bit more versatility that we saw Shy lock in that Vice, which we
Don't
talked
suck
about
or I'm
earlier
getting
on the,
cut.
on the
I never
Sentinels.
thought
Has
that
been
way.
lights
That's
out
for sure.
Crew.
That would be
Didn't really get a
fucked.
chance to talk
If you
a lot
think
about,
like that, that's
Shem
fucked.
as
That
well.
means you're
This
done
one who's been
for.
Another lights out player for him. And to be fair, I think all 5 players that are all 10 that are on that stage right now are playing incredible.
Okay, no,
It's
never mind.
Teo.
I thought it was a Molly that was being flicked around.
Yeah,
Never mind.
no,
But
not yet.
that was a Viper for Shenum, right?
Yes.
Because that's different because they've been playing single smokes with an Omen and Shenum on that one.
The
Cortez
series
on
winner
the
qualifies.
Vice. So it's entirely possible they actually switch off
Why is
the
it
Vice.
confusing?
If they're playing double smokes, it's kind of hard to actually fit a Vice
Yeah,
into the
you
comp.
basically have to go like G2 style and go like a double initiator, double smokes type of comp if you want Ospas to still lock into that neon. Could do the raise as well. Kind of doesn't matter, whatever he's feeling on this map.
Yeah, I do think the Viper is pretty interesting because while you do lose out like the brutal, like oppressive stall power of the Vise, having
That'd be
that
cool,
wall on
Willie.
the defense side lets you play much more aggressively, I think, into Rubble with an Omen that can just teleport behind it after taking a first fight, and you can have that second line of defense there.
Crew giving up the Yoru in favor of the neon does mean if a Vice still gets picked, it'll be a bit of a problem. It's tougher to bait out that wall. But if they
I don't know,
full
Lunar.
double controller, which looks like is what they're doing, they don't have that limitation. And hard side execs with the neon on attack become all the more powerful.
I think the most important factor as well with them not running, like
I
you
just
said,
fucked this
end of the
smoothie up.
race
I'm not
as well,
gonna lie.
running this double smokes comp. You get lurk potential on the attack side.
Nah,
It sure
smoothies
gives
are
you
too
good
good.
options when you're trying to slow play rounds more as well.
Wow.
So you have a bit more nuance added into the
Wow.
comp. You got to be careful about the flanks, of course, but you can see that that's like probably an element of the game that was missing.
Get me in the
from MIB
server
last time they
one
played
time,
them.
bro.
You
Give me
know
one
Shad's gonna cook on
chance.
those lurks. He's really proactive.
If I let you
working
down, then
space up on
fine.
this map.
Then fine,
And
bro.
gets a lot of
Just
freedom
let me get an
compared to some of the
opportunity,
Vice
dude.
players.
This is such a fun
Let me
map
see what I
feel
got.
because
I
it's
wanna
a map
prove it to
both teams have struggled
myself.
on in recent games, and it's now 2 comps that are changing. New agents from both sides are coming
Clearly
in with
work's been
different
put in.
reads, and now all of a sudden, a lot
Play a
of
show
your prep
match?
that you had coming in is out the window.
Nah, I got show match PTSD. I need to play on stage.
It's gonna be good.
You love to see it. Well, we got a hell of a series along the way here, so let's go ahead and do it. We got just
Your watched little bro, I saw you on Pearl yesterday. Couldn't hit an op shot. We won that pro game for your information.
Thank you so much.
And
guys.
I
The
almost
lower bracket
aced.
Round 4 rematch from kickoff just a couple of months ago between MIBR and Crew, and the stakes could
Oh,
not be any bigger
shit,
than this.
baby band
Des
dog.
touched on it. Toronto
Take it
is up
away.
for grabs. For MIBR in particular, though, you're one victory away from making history for this franchise.
And who better of a player to be the focal point of that than Ospas?
Gamble's closing in a minute. Go all in. Everyone knows who's gonna win.
For Crew,
It's obvious, but Crew didn't pick this map, I believe. I think this is Crew's map pick.
So that's a long time ago.
Can you please hold the game until Copa del Rey game ends?
Samsung SSDs right
Bro,
into
just
the
watch
pistol.
both, bro.
MIBR is going to be starting on the attacking
can't watch
side.
both?
They are currently the league leader
Bofa?
in pistol round win rate, and that matters a lot because Crew is really nowhere near that. They're just in the middle of the pack. So we'll see if they're able to continue that success. Additionally, Aspas is just
What?
on pistol rounds.
The
currently.
fuck?
Also the league leader in
He's
pistol
so
kills.
aggressive. Wait, I like that
Continuing
crosshair.
to pile it on.
I
MIBR
like that
purposeful
crosshair. I
on
need
C.
it. Wait,
Shem
Aspas
also
keeps
took
playing
out
with a new
Shy on that
crosshair every
birthday
day.
as well, so already a 2-pronged approach from MIBR, and they're sitting comfortably on the C site, ready for the flood. This is so decisive.
Oh my
Doug.
god, they're getting
Boy,
owned.
this is a brutal start for Crew.
Wow, they got rolled.
It was just, I mean, no questions asked.
They
no
got
hesitation,
literally rolled.
Fully sending C, and it seemed like Crew were
Whoa,
not ready for that at all.
whoa, whoa.
This is a scary Ospas, one that has no care in the world for his
Damn.
body. So much talk around this man being a baiter and whatnot, but on this roster, he has shined
Mike,
as an entry.
who calls
Relying
Aspas a
on
baiter?
these young rookies.
You
that
guys?
play like veterans. Relying on Bruno as well, the new addition. Look at this entry, just finessing around.
Finesse mentions
Melzer has
again
no chance
somehow.
in hell, and that pistol win percentage just continues to go up for MIBR, Doug. What a strong start.
I want to touch on that too, because the last time they played, it went the distance, it went 3 maps. It was 4-2 the way of MIBR, and the maps were close.
Yeah.
So we'll keep a close eye on pistols as the series goes on. Crew here on Aniko.
Being a baiter doesn't mean you're a bad player. I bait, dude. I bait because it's better for my team if I stay alive. Straight up, dude.
Prompts the tap of the door.
100% I bait.
Stairs.
Aspas has the same mindset as me. He knows that if he survives, it's better.
Anti-eco and just death ball up. You don't want to get shot by many different angles here. Aspas again, just entering into sight. The flood's gonna come through though.
Look, he's entering. Oh, dude, stop planting, bro. This guy stuck the bomb. Wow.
One enemy remaining.
And it wasn't
Observer?
the smoothest of anti-ecos, but MIBR should be able to get through this just fine. Shy left to salvage the scraps of a mess that was made on A.
What does it say about NRG if Verno and Co actually qualify to Toronto?
Get up to their second here.
I don't know. I don't know what, how NRG struggles so hard, man.
Get to 2. Now Crew are going to be able to respond in kind.
There was an opening there for the kill onto Artson, who actually ended up sticking that spike. That was kind of interesting, to say the least. I feel like Crew took a long time to, get that kill, but he was completely Omen Flash. He was breach stunned. He didn't even get off the spike. If he's just going to keep committing like that, if Crew warm up, they're going to one-tap him. That spike never gets planted.
It's about to be a fast as fuck half, by the way.
Bonus round here for MIBR. They're sitting really healthy with 4 rifles in play. You have 2 Phantoms, 2 Vandals.
Ooh.
They're running the pistol round back, but Kesnet has something to say about it.
Kesnet
What the fuck?
Success early on for Crew.
That was
He struggled
insane.
in their previous matchup. Aspas got the best of them.
Yeah, it was.
Damn, I wish I knew how to play
ridiculous.
Neon.
I think it was Aspas going 21-5 against Kesnet in head-to-head duels. That is a ridiculous stat. And still, the game was really close, like you were saying. So if Kesnet can even that number, even just a little bit, maybe that's the win condition for Crew. But
If you really wish you would learn,
Here,
it's not that easy, guys. You guys think learning is easy?
And so they take a step back, willing to relinquish the site and let MIBR at least get the spike down before they commit to taking the fight. Shut him down to 17 HP. Mazzino on the swing will clean him up, and Verno is left.
All right, Verno wins this. I go bald.
we've seen him pull off some ridiculous clutches this year.
Thank God.
Not this time.
Yeah, the bombardment of utility was too much. Shy and Kesnet, the front runners for Crew, defending that C mound area. That
Brother,
was
children
completely
learn. You can't
obliterated.
learn as a grown man.
But now MIBR,
That logic low-key
they have
is
an
like,
Armageddon to work with. That's because of
makes
Verno's
sense,
kills
but it's
on
not that clean
anti-eco
cut.
round.
Take a look at it one more time. I mentioned it during that round. Kesnet has to find success. And you talked about the head-to-head between Kesnet and Aspas in their previous
do these teams hate each other or not really? Is there any beef here?
The best of 3 kill record the last time these guys played. Put up 82. He was plus 27 or something dumb. 46, excuse me. Plus 46. Kesnet was not nearly as successful. That's a key win condition for Crew.
Oh my God.
Fully sending out on a C. The Armageddon invested.
I would have gone back in the smoke. I don't
They've
care.
denied all of that space, Dre.
Yeah, and the Armageddon got no value. Nobody picked off because of it. So now MIBR, you're going to have to go back, work some of this A control, try to bait out some rotates, hope that Crew leave that C mound area. But if you look at the minimap right now, Crew positioned for this A fight.
That's why you're not on. That's why you're a viewer.
C main right at the beginning, and then they
Don't forget this. I am closer to Aspas than you are to me. Let that sink in your head. Every day you wake up, I want you to think about it. When you wake up in the morning, Tarek is closer to Aspas than I am to him. Remind yourself.
So low from that chip damage, and
Remind yourself, bro.
the screen, Kesnet just took out Aspas. The head-to-head is in his favor right now.
Keep that in mind before you type.
A little apprehension, a little hesitation on where they want to commit to getting the spike down as they test the waters across the middle of the map. Still not confident in their approach.
Update your lines. It's getting old. Nah.
Spice wall still up for the side of Crew. Kesnet, he wants to
Damn,
make the slide.
Kez!
He doesn't even have to. Eliminates Burno.
Everyone's shooting so sharp.
Mels are piling it on as well. Ardzine and Shenum again. Another 2v4. Crew in a position to put this thing away. Kesnet pops the ult.
Ooh, distraction Neon ult.
Shot cleans it up. We're tied.
Shy guy.
Crew just manipulating the rotations because of that fortified defense they had towards that C, funneling everybody towards A, and the crossfires that they had at B. Yeah, Shenum was able to get a lurk kill onto one of them, but it was traded out quickly. It's a reinvigorated Crew that we're seeing here today. And a confident Kesnet.
Thank you, Steven.
Trying to make up for some of those woes the last time these two teams faced off.
What are you guys saying right now?
A lot of the success that Crew had in their Sentinels win on Lotus was their defensive side completely shutting out Sentinels. It was something that lacked against EG, and I think that's why you see this Viper pick out from MIBR. Superman absolutely obliterated.
No, I don't like it.
Aspas tried doing a bit of the
Wait,
same
Cortezia.
Hang on here, MIBR on a shoddy buy. It was pistols and I believe a stinger, but now weapons upgraded.
They're going B.
Now all of a sudden MIBR have a window to get back into this.
Kesnet and Shy were the start of this Crew
No
comeback
way.
in this half.
Wow.
Now they're
You
gonna
go?
have to clutch up 2v3 against MIBR. You do have the Vice ultimate in play, but do you invest it?
Early days as silence settles into round 5. The Vice ult popped. Answering your question, Shenum crispy onto Shy. Kesnet left alone to 1v2.
Ew.
He's gotten it down to 1.
They got ecoed. Cortezia hit some bangers.
The reason why I was questioning
Dude, MIBR,
or do you invest the Vice ultimate in that moment was because of the kills that MIBR got in the first place. All sheriffs. Cortezia popping off right here.
Ooh.
Beautiful shots.
Damn,
Warming up
bro.
himself and
A sheriff headshot is so satisfying, man. This game really is a drug, dude.
round win for MIBR
This game is
puts
such a
Crew
drug.
in a bit of a pickle here. If you lose this next
The
round,
fuck, the
your
assistant
economy
coach
is
stepped out during the match?
done.
Brother!
MIBR have a chance to further this lead.
Guy just came back from a smoke break.
4 players on the defensive side to fight for this A control, but it's a B walk now for MIBR. The problem is with that door being broken, there's a fast
Oh my
pivot
god,
here.
moves!
There's a whole lot on the other side. You're absolutely
Ooh,
right. Kesnet
neon diff.
sacrificing himself on the other side of the smoke. And the attack of MIBR stands strong.
The flood completely.
Nah, this
stuffed
is
now.
unwinnable for Crew.
Riding on the shoulders of this lurk from Shy. If he can somehow manage to pick off.
The question is, what does this mean for Cloud9? Does anyone else feel bad for Cloud9?
He's going to be regrouped with Mizzino here.
Like high key though. They deserve to go, bro. Well, they don't deserve to go, but I want them to go.
Stands tall, gets both.
You guys have no fucking heart, dude. Or no empathy is the word.
When these rookies on MIBR heat up, it just feels like there's nothing you can do to shut them down. Melzer's left to
They don't deserve to go, but they should still go. You know what I'm saying? Like they lost. They don't deserve to go, but I want them to go.
Crew are going to be put in now. They're not going to have a good economy. Aspas in the beginning of that B hit took out Kesnet. We have to keep a track of that head-to-head.
We don't want to send over a team of mid NA would look bad. That's true.
Joy of their regions.
You guys think it's too soon to hit up Zeba for a watch party? It's too soon. I'm not doing it.
Kesnet, Hero Vandal in play right now. Melzer, the only other person sitting at a decent arsenal. He's got a Guardian to his name. You do have Reach Ultimate.
Should I just make a group chat with all the eliminated players and see who wants to watch party?
The odds are against you in every way. I like the change of pace here from Crew, though, trying to go for a trap play. Doesn't look like MIBR is going to be walking into that. It's going to be another anti-eco towards this A side of the map.
I'll get jumped.
I think that's just MIBR understanding that, okay, if there is some type of trap here, it is kind of obvious. So we can outplay it.
On the bright side, wait, did this mouse die? Oh no, I haven't charged it in 10 years.
Will pave the way as they explore towards A. Aspas with the wall up, the dash through. Site cleared and space
Fuck,
found.
hold on.
An amazing stun lineup. But Shy still takes out Aspas.
Very nice.
My USB, my USB.
And this has the makings of another. Still 2 rifles in play for the defense. Again, traded.
Wait, it's getting close, no?
Our team has his ult, playing far back. Fault line not up yet. And he invested the rolling thunder, trying to push him back. Verno tries catching a timing and will fall. It's all
Arzinho!
and captain for MIBR. He will fall. Another Thrifty, this time for Crew.
Yeah, 1-1 in Thrifty so far. A turn in momentum for Crew, a chance to try to fortify this defensive side. When you think of Lotus, you definitely think it's attack-sided. You need to get as many rounds as you can. Like I was stating earlier, it's the win condition for Crew. Yeah, there's limited sample size, but Crew's success has been off of the back of Kesnet popping off on the defense. Shy has been stepping up huge here today, though.
Why my camera break? Wait, what the fuck? Where am I?
The pink wall rolling deep in Argentina.
Oh, what the
Still
fuck?
in a fight here, still just down 1 round. Meanwhile, again, a lot of threat across the middle of the map for Crew.
Yeah, trying to go for that trap play again. This time, if there was some pressure towards C, the door would have been cycled open.
Meanwhile, the TP from Cortesia, he has gotten behind enemy lines, and there's nobody back there to have heard where he's gone.
What's up, JNM?
There's pings all over the map right now.
Who are we rooting for?
They're so worried.
Probably MIBR because Aspas is there, no?
Pick here on a Kesnet, it would be massive for MIBR.
Ah!
Himself to go find him. Knife goes out just at the wrong time.
Tap of a door as well. Where do you go?
Who is that?
The attackers
Shy?
A or they C?
I think they've inserted Cortesia here to be the safety valve. Meanwhile, all attention.
Oh my God.
Oh, pop from Aspas. Shy, waiting patiently.
Nice try, bro.
That's all it is, though. Meanwhile, Melser taking care of the trap.
3v3. They got breach ult.
And now they can refocus their attention out on
Good
the
breach
side.
ult.
Thunder's going to send everyone.
Good blast. Good blast.
Paranoia as well.
Good smoke.
Spike not playing.
They're going B.
either. It's MIBR. They're going to try to get out of here.
3, 2, 1.
See if they can make it to a
Swing.
B site, but it's a 3v3 fight right here.
Oh my God.
Safe passage. The Viper wall goes
Oh my
up.
God. Many
Straight back
targets.
down, and all the kills
What?
goes down to 1v1, and Shannon
How does Shannon
with
win
3.
that?
MIBR
Damn.
with 5.
Damn.
This is what we're in for. This
It's a
is how
brawl.
this series will play out. It's going to be a back and
It's a
forth
brawl.
brawl between these two teams. Who is going to show up today? Who wants it more? Who wants to go to Toronto?
That rolling thunder was perfect.
You can't say it like that, baby Bay. As
Delayed the
Toronto.
plant so much they were forced to try to rotate away. If it wasn't for Shannon popping off in that 3K there on the other side of the wall, I think they lose that round.
100%. But the mechanical skill is what's going to shine here.
Toronto.
For both of these teams. Who's going to make the clutch play? Who's going to make the right call?
Pace out from Crew towards A. The last couple of rounds, they've been content with just setting up traps across B, like you had mentioned, but they're back to their bellicose ways.
And they want to further this push off of that stealth bot, but
they're committing to this. You're right, that drone is going to catch a whole lot of info. Kesnet stunned up, still gets the kill onto our team. Neither of them can see a thing. Cortesia on the swing, Kesnet with 3 on the round.
Yo, what is happening, dude? This is so hard to watch.
The Sheriff will not stand.
Aspas is moving different today on the Neon.
I'm out of here.
He's so hard to hit. So slippery with his movement.
I think it was that drone across the middle of the map that was the go button for Crew. Once they got that info, they were able to double down and take the fight.
Shy
This wall might
1v2.
cause a little bit of problems. The Shenum is on the other side of it.
Look at
with
that
the spike.
Aspas.
It's going to buy a little time for Shy to rotate in.
He's been
Oh, they
clutch
know.
for Crew all season long.
Tap of the spike. Shenum not committing.
They heard him. They heard him. They heard
the
him.
scenic route.
Spike planted.
A lot of pressure on his shoulders.
They
here.
heard him,
Might be
no?
able to
Yeah.
position, create a little separation as Shy tries to find the tiniest of windows, the tiniest of slivers.
He did him.
He's gotten it down to 1. And
Oh!
Aspas swings ahead
Wait, that
of
was
it.
a sick shot by Aspas.
3
No
for the
joke.
duelist as MIBR gets 6.
Wait,
So quick with it.
he's chilling.
The instant
Damn.
peek, just pure instincts for
He didn't
Aspas.
peek off
Understanding
contact.
that he has to take that
That was
timing if
actually
he wants
nice.
a chance to win the round.
But also, I
He's
think
so
Shy
good,
peeking ahead of
bro.
that too feels like a bit of a
It's a
misstep
pause.
there. He knows there's a time window for that ult before it channels.
Definitely jumped the gun too early. I have to say, in the beginning of this round, I want to point out the reactive silos from Verno that ended up punishing that Crew push. Had those not been used reactively at the pace that it did, maybe Crew comes out on top in that little scuffle in A main. So Crew will
Damn.
use their first time out, feeling that things are slipping away on their map pick of Lotus.
What a shot, huh?
Map where the desk was saying
That's
it,
so
Mimi was
boring to
talking
watch
about
play.
it.
He just wins everything.
MIBR
Oh shit, I gotta
played
take that off.
multiple comps in that kickoff, playing it 4 times, losing every single time. But with the addition of Verno, they won their last match. You would think that Crew is favored here.
It is Crew that is, or excuse me, Verno, as you're mentioning, that is 9-6 top.
When does NRG play KEKW parentheses ancient joke?
So
Why did I read
good.
that?
He's been such an excellent addition to this squad.
Guys, you guys need to write funnier comments because there's nothing funny to read, then I start reading bad ones.
Before this, a Brazilian organization, one of the most
L Rage
notorious
Bait,
in the
JNM.
world.
As far as their org history goes,
L one man spam, L Rage Bait.
Holy smokes, they've been.
You
a
fell off
shell
plus
of that
ratio.
Not in
in
Valorant.
Valorant. Yeah. I mean, the devs talked about it. Mimi mentioned it. I'm not even going to try to remember the placements. Big story is they were bad.
I never fell off. Another bad one by you, bro. You're missing today, dude.
Aspas and Fraud. Putting fire into this roster, into this organization in Valorant.
Why do we have to be the funny ones? You guys realize I just read your comments out loud and then I look like the funny one.
Use the Neon Stun
I don't come up with this shit on my own. I just read what you guys say.
Hasn't really been getting much
I
value.
just
Maybe
pick the
some
good
prep work
ones.
done from the side of Crew, understanding that last time MIBR played this map, they like to do a lot of B-walks, but that hasn't been the case this time around.
I'm quality
Looks like
assurance,
MIBR
yes.
has antied themselves.
The drone mid to
Controller
See?
that
Like, that
allows you
was
to
funny.
freeze
I
in
read
these
it.
moments and really put doubt in the defense's in the defense minds. Crew, they're holding on tight though. They haven't moved their formation whatsoever. But now the Omen ult's invested towards C-Mount. This walk-up is surely going to get punished. Oh my gosh, they're going away
Timing.
off the stealth bot.
Oh!
It doesn't matter.
The double?
Cabinet dropping 2 there. And now the barrage of utility becomes a problem. MIBR down numbers.
30 seconds left.
Need to find a way to convert here. Kaznet's ult is the only one in play. No late lurk through stairs. They're fully committing out onto the side, and Kaznet right on time.
Oh.
What? Artsy
Oh.
with it as Aspas down and
Oh.
drags him down with them. They're falling apart.
Heaven,
Mixed at the
heaven.
seams.
1v2.
And the spike now
Verno.
Verno with ult. He's gonna get flashed. He's gotta find safety. He's
Damn, the
gotta find cover.
paranoia.
And Shy's
They
there
almost
for
let
him.
that slip. Almost.
It was not pretty, but Crew, they get over the edge and they secure the 5 that
Gorkin.
they had in the beginning of the round.
What's up, Inspire?
It's like Melzer has
React
something to say
harder?
about that. That
Nah,
paranoia
I'm
was
good.
perfect onto Verno. Verno was getting completely crunched at that
Is
moment.
Baby J right now?
was
I can tell,
wondering
bro.
if
You're
Verno
being
was gonna
weird.
Invest that Armageddon after those couple of picks, but the flood, it was just too quick for him to find that window of opportunity, and both rookies getting taken out like that from Kesnet at front B.
Get Inspire in the call?
Such
Nah,
a
I'm
rough
good.
spot. They almost bring it back,
That guy talks way too much.
but the damage was already done.
I'm busy?
Now,
Oh, he's
MIBR's
busy
economy
apparently.
Not looking too hot.
I'm busy anyway. He
That's why
said,
Kesnet
he
is
said I'm
buying
busy
Valorant
anyway.
this round. He's
He
not
said I'm
gonna
busy
have to face
anyway.
the main
My
pack of
ass, you're
MIBR.
busy.
We've seen
Wait, what?
Aspas run it down at C-Mount multiple rounds. Is this going to be another one of them?
Outlaw on the other side of the map, but they have inserted Melser. Now one way just causes so many problems. It delays so much.
Damn!
Try to brute force your way through it, and so far, so good.
This man can do no wrong with the Sheriff, apparently.
Shy's gonna be forced to take a step back and funneled all the way back into spawn. Not even given the opportunity to get into water.
Flood?
The question is here for MIBR, how far up do
What
they
the
stand?
fuck?
Oh, he was flashed, he didn't see a thing.
Oh.
Viper's Pit, Armageddon.
He went the wrong way for a
Everything
second.
dropped just to buy a little bit of space, just to buy a brief moment of respite. But now they're gonna have to try to find a way to navigate all of the pit, all of the goo. Cortezia staying alive, staying concealed. Verno gonna be on a late flank. If he can find the right timing. Meanwhile, Crew, the onus is on you.
Wow.
You gotta go. Kaznet slides into his death.
This is impossible, huh?
As this feels like it's falling apart. A 5v3. They're cutting their losses. They're out.
Yeah, you have to get
Damn.
out of there. That
Good
Viper's
ults.
Pit is too
Good ults.
strong. You have to kind of spray and pray through that smoke to hope that you
That
land
wasn't
on
even that
Shannon
bad,
in
bro.
moment, but the way that Verno used his Armageddon to secure that space, to secure the spike to be planted, it just made it way too impossible to retake.
What the
into.
fuck
By
is
that
this guy
time,
typing,
Shin'em
bro?
already positioned to a spot where he can't get spammed.
Sentinels versus G2 after, yeah.
All he needs to do is live.
Do you guys think before you type, or do you type then think?
Cortezia with this Sheriff, man. If he doesn't get that entry, this C site isn't as free as it seems.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a couple of big moments so far. He's not, oh, he is top fragging, never mind.
Yeah.
He's doing it all.
11 and 7 for him. So MIBR quickly answer back off of that lineup kill that Kesnet got.
We haven't seen this in a little
What
while.
is? Why does everyone have an opinion? Holy fuck! Oh my god, everyone has an opinion on that.
Both teams strength
Can
against
someone?
strength.
Can you guys just sit down and also read the chat? Don't even like type. Just read what people are saying, bro. Look what people are saying, dude. Oh my god.
Kesnet somehow secured another. That's the breach. Ultimate gone now for MIBR.
Oh, and how they would have liked to have had that here. Last round of the half.
Stealthbot used front B to get info if anyone's close door.
Oh,
So that threat isn't.
It's too funny, dude.
Yeah, that wall kept him concealed.
I think Crew are ready for any type of push that's going to happen here. They're willing to give all that space up, and Kesnet is picking up 3 into this round.
Two,
But
three.
now A site is open, and look at where the spike is headed right now.
Oh, they're going B.
Can he do it again? Can Aspas hold the line for MIBR? A couple of shots.
But he lives.
Not finding their mark. But
Wait,
you're right, life
Aspas
preserved.
and Verno, are
Another
they the duo
rotation
of the team? Are Aspas and Verno considered a duo?
Gonna have another attempt to even the score here, but footsteps are being heard.
Oh!
He's trying to cut off the rotations. Be the dam.
Are they like the Salmon FNS of MIBR?
All of that Vikes utility now invested.
Picture.
Oh, one. I believe it was going to attack 2 either way.
Oh, rockets are deep.
To take an 8-4 half. Can they convert this? Verno has gotten much
What?
closer. He's gotten 2 on the round. He gets them all himself.
Nah!
MIBR in 8-4 half.
Nah, dude.
Verno and Aspas stepping
Why is he
up
so
to
good
win a
now?
2v4 to close out that
Nah.
half.
He only gets better and
Silos
better
were used
every
to
day.
perfection, making
Every day that he every day that passes, he's not on NRG. He gets better. It's fucked. It's actually
Secure
just
some of these
fucked.
shots. Kesnet couldn't connect in that moment, although we already had 3 into that round.
Come on, bro.
What did he say? Come on.
Verno's having such a banger of a game.
Oh my god.
12 and 7.
I mean, he's had a ridiculous year. He's had a ridiculous season, and now he's had a ridiculous series so
Wait,
far.
the
We're gonna
2
throw to a
guys that
quick
were
break in
dead
the
stood
second
up
half
and
of
hugged.
Lotus
I
when
know,
we
it's
return.
funny. Damn. A
The pistols, they matter tremendously in this series. MIBR was able to take the first in the opening half of Lotus. We'll see if they can do the same here, Dre.
Yeah, if they want to secure this comfortably, they definitely need to get.
Did he hit it? Did he hit it or not?
And for Crew, if you
It's
want
pronounced
any
Mbappe.
hopes of
In New York, we
keeping
call him
your
Mbappe.
alive, you have to answer back, but
He hit it?
this is
Damn.
where Crew struggles against EG. Their attacking side, they couldn't win pistol. What a great start from Kesnet though, getting that pick on a Shenum front beat.
Not ready yet.
Kesnet has to get online. He has to find success. He's been steady for Crew so far.
What is happening?
Still
Hold
in
on.
play. A quick rotate to the A side of the map. Verno
Why does Verno keep doing this
spotting
weird
the
shit with the drone? It's so good.
He got the info. And then the jump spot to confirm.
Verno's drone is like at a
Take
skate
look at the
park.
minimap. Our team's going to be on the slight flank. Acceleration towards A. 4 out of 5 members out on the site. Meanwhile, it's going to be Cortezia trying to kill this last fight. with Vizito. They've gotten the walls closing in. They've got him corralled. They've got him controlled. Can they fight their way out of this mess? Cortezia trying to hold the line. He's going to find his one. Aspas though getting his 2. A 2v2 as he dashes across again. The kill
Oh
leader
my
in pistols.
god! He's running laps around the map,
More
dude.
damage on the Crew.
Wait, Verno? It's a duo. It's a duo again.
Remember how good they were to close out the last half.
Oh, fuck.
They're taking their time in this approach as well. They don't want to run through the smoke. Get
Double
face
peek.
free. It's a double swing.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Verno and Aspas are the duo. Nah. Who would have thought?
Another pistol for MIBR.
Yeah, Matt Damon's coming over for sure, dude.
Approached this round
What
very
up, we did?
well. Being up numbers, not having to deal with that Viper wall going up to delay them when they go back to A. All the members
The
flooded
duo
into
that we
Tree, got
never
onto the site.
expected.
And when the utility was used to delay the plant, they got out. They were all alive, unscathed. But the mechanical skill of MIBR is at a different level right now. It's unmatched.
It's
in
so
the
hype
server
over
currently.
there. Wow.
Pesnit and Shy are the only ones sitting at double digits.
I'm
for
starting to
Crew.
really buy
They're
into
the
this
only ones
MIBR
shooting
team,
back,
man.
Yeah, I mean, their match
They're
is the
getting
skill
scary.
that MIBR are putting up for sure, but I mean, the supporting cast has been non-existent.
Now you have to deal with a breach, a Viper towards the C side of the map, a tap of the door to push off anybody front B. So far, so good. Melzer snuck through, though.
Now getting flushed out by the salvos.
Uh-oh.
It's a little messy.
The
but
duo's here.
should
The
be able
duo's
to
here.
convert because who else?
The duo.
Spots and Verno arriving
They
at the
can't be
scene.
stopped.
I do prefer when they put up a fight.
The Omen TPs from Melzer were massive right there. Had he gotten 2, maybe there's a thrifty on the
Wait,
cards,
no
but
joke, though.
Not today for MIBR. Aspas
Oh my god.
and Verno are competing for that top spot.
I have
right now.
34% HS with Vandal,
getting
no
2
team
there.
approaching me. Why?
So
Brother, your heart
fortunate he
stuck
was
gold.
breached
Anyone
on.
can
He
have
was-
30%
he
in
had
gold.
Omen behind him.
Bro said, why is no teams approaching me?
MIBR survived the anti-eco and further the lead. 3 rounds away from a map win, a map stolen from Crew. And the bonus is a C push. Shy needs to be careful.
That paranoia is going
You
to cause
clear him.
problems too. Oh, surely
Oh, oh no, no.
those two have lived many lives just in these last couple of rounds.
Locating targets.
Unbelievable duo in the server right now, and all of Crew are going to get smothered.
They're so
from every side of this
aggressive.
retake, but Kesnet
Kesnet?
has something to say about it.
4v4, it's just a sheriff in the hands of Shenum. You talked about how good he's been with that weapon.
Play slow from heaven. Oh,
Starting
good
to
wall.
take a
Good
few
wall.
bold steps forward. You
Wait,
got so
what?
much utility
Wait,
separating
what?
the two, but it's
Back.
thin. Aspas down to 17 HP.
Good rocket.
Shenum close by. They're going to force him into that fight. He's going to find his one. Still outnumbered. Still
No way.
outgunned.
Reversal with 3.
Crew
Damn.
get to 5.
A map 1 interview with Victor? What are you talking about? Hello, Victor.
In this moment.
You mean
Crew were
food?
put in a tough spot right there, but who other than Kesnet to take you out of it?
Oh, Victor
Getting that kill
Cruz.
into Artson, that breach utility
I was like,
gone
which Victor are you
for the
talking
actual
about?
retake
Oh.
could have been huge for MIBR. And now, the economy not looking too pretty for MIBR. You have
You guys don't even know
4
about
players on
food.
light armor. Aspas, he's gonna get active
Dinem,
here
you're
at
not
C
funny,
again.
bro. You just
Back-to-back
spam
rounds where He's
messages.
pushing all the way through. He's gonna use that Neon ultimate.
There's a lot more behind this time, though. It's not just Shy. They find all of the space, and he tucks.
they weathered that storm.
No, don't back him up.
So well, even having that tiny little pocket that Aspas knows he can play in.
Not a single stun hit.
Everything is so good for MIBR.
Guys, if you don't know Victor Cruz in the chat, he's a big Crew fan. Right now, he's going through it. Send him some supportive messages.
They didn't take much on the other side.
Say things like, "Don't worry, little bro, you got this." Be motivational. The first message I saw was Victor Cruz suck it. All right.
On Inferno leads to an open C site, so a good re-hit on the C, understanding that most teams like to give that space once a lot of utility and aggression has been shown. For MIBR now, how do you retake? You can't really delay the plant anymore with
Spike planted.
Inferno being dropped. It's gonna be left all up to Artson's utility to find a path in. Contact it out. Great opener.
Oh.
Zeno falling. This retake attempt has some teeth behind it. Kesnet is
Is it plenty for them? Yeah.
You gotta tap, and you gotta tap now, man.
Yeah, you gotta get that ult out. You're absolutely right.
Good ults. Rockets, it's over. Rockets?
But there's got to be a second layer to this. MIBR are going to take the fight on the other side of the smoke.
G2.
And Crew hold the line.
G2.
Such a difficult
Someone in the crowd is
retake.
dying.
MIBR, they kind of get baited to go for it after they get 2 picks on the actual site. But there's just no way you're winning that with the silos coming back up for Adverso and the Armageddon being used. Based off of those 2 key abilities, you can't really retake anyway. So maybe after getting those 2 picks for MIBR, you just save.
How are Real Madrid beating Barcelona?
Tap the spike, bait out the Armageddon.
What?
Yeah, that's a ridiculous shot. Through the wall, too.
It's smaller than the crosshair.
You can't even
Wow.
see him. Sharp shots from Shy, though. A nice round win from Crew.
That
They
looks
dealt
fun.
with that C aggression very well. Now they're changing the pace. They're taking A control for themselves. This is something that we saw MIBR do quite a bit as well on their anti-ecos. Take this A space, but 4 members here for MIBR. 2 players in tree. Aspas, Hero Vandal. Baits out a lot of that spam, but that audio cue should make it obvious that he's now not in any close corners.
The forehead logo is crazy. It's not crazy, bro. It's called support.
Another tap of the door, trying to see if there's...
I'll bring your head over here. Let's stamp a Sentinel's logo on it.
Of MIBR. But wisely so. No one from the defender's side showing any type of utility.
Barca is playing well. They got 70% possession, but Real's attacks are slipping through. Been saying.
Looking to test things A.
That's
alongside
cringe.
the rest of Crew, but yeah, I can't imagine they're going to be flirting with that area of the map anytime soon. Not after that.
Art with the Bucky might be as good as Aspas and Verno as a duo.
So they turn their attention over to B. Note, our team has his ult.
Let's
And there
go.
it is, right on cue. The Rolling Thunder will collide.
What's
Into
up,
the members of Crew.
motherfuckers?
Aspas dashing out, besting Kesnet.
You want some too?
With 19 HP, he's going to push forward again.
Ooh,
How does
fast
he get away
reaction.
with this?
1v4. He's on for it.
Be damned.
He's on for it.
The bloodlust is so
He ain't on for
strong.
shit.
Mazzino falls.
That's thrifty? That's tough.
I thought certainly Crew in that post plant were going to be able to convert, but that
Why was
range
Ben
shot
Affleck
connected
on your
way
son
too
watch
many
party? Because
players.
me and him are boys. What do you
Shy,
mean?
He had both of those razor vines set up
Me
on
and
the
Ben go way
actual
back,
B
bro.
site. Like he
I know
was-
you guys thought I was
like he
nervous,
on
but
the
I was just
defensive
playing
side.
that card because it was
It didn't
Ben.
matter. Aspas
We hang out
finds
all
a
the
way
time.
to make it work with the supporting cast that he has, the utility
Golf, pickleball,
to get
you
him
name it,
into
bro.
these awkward spots. Crew are left to use their last time out here. A desperate attempt.
Wait,
to
this might be a
save their
2-0
map
chat.
pick.
This is Crew's map pick.
But the thrifty round win again for MIBR. It kind of feels like the nail in the coffin at this point.
It's going to take a lot for them to get back into this. I agree.
All you really have to work off of is Shy's ultimate. Have Izalt. This is a must-win round if you want any hopes of bringing this one back.
And I mean, again, Kesnet of Shy, Kesnet and Shy have pulled their own weight. They've pulled, I mean, more
What?
than enough of their own weight. It's just been the supporting cast for Crew. Aversa, Mazzino, and Melser are struggling.
I thought for a second after Adverso got that 3K.
I thought it was funny.
Earlier in the half that maybe he would get something going for himself. Maybe he could be the leader to step up for this Crew team, make it competitive.
What are they saying?
The crew trying to will them back into this map.
Yeah, but you're washed, you're not me. At least I got dirty enough to get washed, bro.
They chose
Or
this arena, and they find
at
themselves
least I was good
bullied.
enough. I don't know.
But the opportunity to right all of those wrongs right here. Can they convert a Thrifty?
Can they take out Aspas?
Might have overcooked. I might have
Utility
overcooked.
missing.
Damn. Only finds his one.
Raid boss down.
Remind.
The leader that needed to
Next
step
time I
up.
play, I'm using a new crosshair. I have an
Just
idea.
So, and now Shy finds alert timing, so
Who can bring
there's
this
no
back?
speed up
Focus.
at C. We can go back. Shenum on that rotate was so loud with it.
This lurk is big time, but Shannon might cut them off.
through
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh!
Now they will be.
Now.
They didn't see him. They didn't see him. These blind
Shenum
fucks.
gets one, gets away.
There's a lurker, bro. You should know that. Come on, brother. You don't know your timings? He didn't know.
Falls, the side is theirs.
It's not free. Verno is still alive.
Verno, what the fuck is doing?
Bullet between his eyes. Artine left in a 1v3.
There's not really much you can work with here. But that is a ridiculous shot. All of a sudden,
That was sick. For
maybe
real.
you can creep on by, reposition here. That
Wait, this
ball
guy's
line
wall
makes it
hacks. How
obvious
does he
that
know where
you're
they are?
leaning towards stairs.
Wait, double pit. You never expect that, do
Breach.
you?
These flashes aren't the best for himself.
I don't think that was obvious at all. I think they were concerned about it coming heaven. That's why they were looking there as long as they have enough, giving him a window to get up.
No.
He gets it down to one. And of course, it's the safe and steady hands of Shy that saved the round for Crew.
That's the perfect word for it. Completely saving Crew. Adverso. He did a phenomenal job.
Why did he
getting
run
those
there like at the
entries.
end?
The trade onto
That's
Aspas, the
hindsight, dude.
follow-up.
I get what you're saying, but
But Shy taking out Verno before he could pull off any of those timings that we see him get so
wait, Shy might lock back in. Hold on.
so many fruit for.
He might lock back in.
That was the difference maker, and he still has his ultimate in play.
Am I nervous
Crew,
for a
they're
second?
sitting really healthy here, but how do you deal with this operator of Aspas? And he's not playing aggressive with it. He's
Not
playing
entirely.
passive on C site.
Yeah, first time we've seen that, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so. I'm confident. I feel confident, bro. I feel confident.
On the Kesnet, good movement.
Oh,
And I'm not even playing, so like
Left shot
shit.
sent a shiver down their spines. They rotate all the way away.
Uh-oh.
Wanting to do with that Viper threat.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Again, this time utility out.
Can he get
Cortezia
out?
misses his window, and now the pressure's on him.
He got one. He got two.
70 HP, and he's
Wait, Omen's dead. Oh, he TP pack. Nice. Did he?
Crew have to crawl back into this. You have to try to get a pick, but Art has something to say about these
Shy.
players walking through tree.
Rolling Thunder will try to find them a little bit of a window. Shy on the counter punch. Into a 3v2, and now the ult is a problem.
Does Vice look down? Does Vice look down?
Look at your mini map as well. There's a
Oh
late
my
coming through.
goodness
It's
gracious,
gonna be
Lord
obvious
Almighty.
now.
Oh!
It out, and the shorty connects
Oh!
to Mazzino.
1v2.
Shy.
Wait, he's
again,
on for it.
Called upon.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold me.
Save
Hold
Crew
me.
once more.
Holy fucking shit.
22 and 11 so far. Flushed
Damn.
out by the salvos, forced to take a step back. 56 HP. Can he find his ones? He was given a chance at it. Now they're beckoning him to take the swing, forced to take the fight. They double swing into it, and Shenum wins out the 1v1 and gets a defuse.
That was so close. Nice try.
One sidestep being the
Oh
difference
my
maker.
god.
If Shedham doesn't take an extra step to the right,
Oh
Shy
my
connects on a
god.
collapse.
That would have been sick clutch, dude. Damn.
Such a micro decision to be made,
That would have actually been a sick clutch.
and it's the difference maker.
Wait, Barcelona scored. It's
What was
2-2.
this from Cortezia?
Again, all of that was off of the rotate.
Might be
from
going
the
overtime.
Op. We hadn't seen the op the
Or
entire game.
penalties, no?
Aspas draws it out there. It forces the rotations back into A.
I'm late? My bad.
It was a beautiful call. It was an excellent decision at the beginning of the round.
Oh yeah, extra time. You're right. It's extra time first. My bad. My bad. It's extra time. I don't know the rules for Copa del Rey, bro.
TP into
They got
Swan
different
again.
formats.
This time from Melser.
Mazzino taking things into his own hands, the only player that walked through tree with his utility.
Our team was never
Wait, they're
gonna win
working
that. He had a
them.
judge.
Yeah.
Oh!
Melzer gets tagged up, but still delaying so much time for this retake to come through. It's a
Save.
free A site. And I think you just save right now if you're MIBR. Keep these 3 rifles because of the last round going down to a 1v1. The economy was in shambles. Artsy only has a judge. That Omen TP now works for both sides.
I believe in you, Galentine,
Crew returning favor.
Galenite.
And
Take a look at the money for Crew. They don't want to hunt, and I get it.
And just to talk about why Crew wanted to rotate so heavily off of seeing Ospas as off, the last time these two players, or these two teams faced off, Ospas was a
Tarek
menace
is so
with that
knowledgeable
operator.
about so many
Think back
different
to map
sports.
3 of Split.
If you know ball, you know ball, bro.
Completely took over overtime. Getting multiple picks. It's not a player you want to run through. So for MIBR now, when do you decide to take your time out? Settle the nerves. Close out this map pick. Maybe try to enable these players of Crew to walk into the operator of Ospas. Feint some aggression. Or maybe cycle the op onto somebody else.
Maybe. I mean, it's only been one round they've
cape
lost.
shot.
I can't imagine they call a timeout here. But I do wonder
A12,
what this
guys.
says
It's
is
only
to,
0-4.
Yeah, put Aspas in a position to cause some problems. It does not seem like that's the case. They've left him on an island B this
Shy
round.
23 and 12.
In tree again with a bucky. I feel like this is a story that we've seen so many times before, but it's actually Verno punishing a aggressive teleport from Melzer.
Dude, he's so annoying with the drone. He's so annoying with the drone.
Not getting a tag.
Now without your smokes being online, you're kind of forced to have to press the issue. This is where the operator can come online. It's a dream scenario to close out a map for MIBR.
They're going to get challenged again.
Wow.
Aspas and Verno standing side by side. Can they do it once more? Aspas is
Imagine.
the first to strike. Verno gets flushed out, and Aspas is left to die.
3v4.
No ults for the defense. And a bucket
Drone,
in the hands of
drone,
our
drone.
team.
A lot of
I would've
utility
drawn
from
heaven.
both sides, though. Everything in favor for MIBR, but the advantage of being in the post plan is you get to go second for Crew.
Yeah. Reverso trying to find some space behind that utility. And it is going to be Cortezio on the
No
swing.
way, brother.
And they get all of the kills they need. Shy's going to have to 1v4 to keep this alive.
Damn, nice try, dude.
And boy, he gave it a run. It was just not enough. MIBR steal away Crew's map pick.
Oh.
Any other player in that moment gets overwhelmed by that utility in heaven, but Cortezia is so fast, he's so sharp that he connects onto that kill, and it felt like MIBR were in the driver's seat this entire map.
I believe at one point the score was, what, 10-4?
Yeah.
I mean, they built a pretty big gap. A lot of it was, again, off of both of those pistols. You have an 8-4 half, you win the pistol again. It's hard to come back from that.
Also, when you're not winning these clutch moments, I mean, how many times did Verno and Ospas get put in a man-down situation and convert? It's tough when you're losing both pistols and losing the micro like that. I think Crew maneuvered around the map very well. I think their game plan was solid on the attacking side, but the
Damn.
defense of MIBR
Damn.
at the end
No,
of the day.
Zenith.
Now let me wet everyone's whistle as we think about the next map.
What?
It's Icebox, a map that neither team
The-
has
is that a
lost.
term?
4-0
Is that a
for MIBR,
saying?
3-0 for Crew. We'll see what happens on the other side of the break.
Is that a saying? Join Discord watching the soccer game? In my Discord? The fuck is going on in here?
Yo.
The fuck's happening in here?
Fuck?
You guys are illegally streaming
What's up,
it?
dog? What's up, dog?
Is this illegal?
Yo.
We're watching the game. What do you mean?
Yeah, it is. It
What?
is kind of illegal.
Who
Yeah.
said anything about illegal?
Wait. Everyone
No,
chill.
no, no.
Wait. Guys, we have to talk one at a time. All right, let's keep it fucking...
All right.
All right. So who would like to... What are you guys' thoughts on that Crew game there?
No,
It was
good, man.
amazing. You know, hoping for a 2-0 MIBR. Fuck Crew.
Type shit?
You know,
It's just a waiting
so I
party
gotta-
for the singing.
All I gotta say.
All
I
right,
gotta say.
next person.
Let's go send.
Yeah, just a waiting party, innit?
Hashtag bleed red.
I love you, Terry. Bro.
Hey, what's good? Damn, we got hella people in here. This is.
I love you, Terry.
Nah, I say
This is
fuck
safer.
crew, bro.
Yeah, fuck crew, right? Hey, fuck Victor too. Fuck it.
Crew. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Bro, who Victor? Why Victor?
Bro, this is the most active the server's ever been.
Hey, we all agree that Cloud9 are shit or not?
Oxy in playoffs? Zeppa in playoffs? Fuck Zeppa!
No. Don't do my boy like that.
Someone free Oxy.
Free Oxy for real.
Aspas is my daddy.
What?
Oxy's stuck until 2027.
Yo, who says Aspas is my daddy?
What should I ask them, chat?
I love you, Terry. You're washed, bro.
Hey, who's on the fucking speaker, dude? Mute your mic. We hear your TV.
Fuck you.
Nah. Jay, keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Yo, so many people, man.
Keep it clean, guys.
Bro,
Chill. Everyone chill. Everyone chill. Stop. Stop. Everyone stop talking. Everyone stop. I said stop. Guys. I tried, bro. They would. Not gonna lie. You ever tried like silencing everyone? Like no one, like they didn't even acknowledge me right there. Like usually that would work. I feel like I wasn't loud enough. Should I go back and try again? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi, Derek.
All right. What's up, Terry? What's up, bro? Hey, one at a time. Everyone stop. Everyone stop. Nah, I don't got it. I don't got it in me, bro.
Because democracy basically means.
What is this, bro? Already saw this clip.
This guy just opened
He just opened up a.
I saw this clip before.
Nigga, fuck you.
Type shit.
What do you gotta say,
J-Nam?
Hello.
What's up, Dex?
talking all that shit in chat. Now he's awful.
J-Nam, talk, you pussy.
Bro, who got Tarek on the speaker?
Wait,
Yeah, bro.
What do you got?
Someone get
Say about shit. Bro, Jaden, you're awfully active on. Like, come on.
Hey, y'all take it easy, man.
Yeah. You can't hear me, bro.
Let me into the stream.
Let's cover the very soon. Well, Victor's here. That's like the holidays. Oh, stop. 4th of July.
Alright, is everyone gonna leave now?
Victor? Still one game, huh? There's still one more game, bro.
Penalty!
I can hear you talk. You hear what? You don't hear me in Discord? Why? Fucking loser.
Ew, someone else start up the stream, bro. I'm trying to watch the game.
Oh my god.
Same.
No wonder that was so.
Max number of viewers, bruh.
No, there's straff. Penalty. Give him penalty, bro. Come on, for fuck's sake.
You get to wear a fucking shield. Okay, bro.
That's rage bait. I respect that.
I don't know, dude. I watch soccer and I just see a lot of people standing around a lot of the time, you know?
Well, it's like also like, I mean, is it really that hard to kick a ball into a net?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't have to explain that, but like, let's get real.
How hard is it to hold a ball and run to the other side?
Well, that's harder, no? Because you have to actually hold the ball in your hand.
Yep.
True, of course.
Prep, was it your side just not activating?
The hardest part for us was the closure of the round. I believe that they are a pretty patient team.
Now what?
And maybe that patience.
Now we listen to this interview.
So it was hard for us to, to
Where he
close the
copes?
round, to secure the round. So I think that it's part of it. Now the guys are aware of that, and I'm sure that in Icebox we're going to do it better.
Best of luck.
This shit's over, bro. Please wrap it up 2-0. I'm begging you. I'm begging someone to wrap this shit up 2-0. What's your guys' current Valorant ranks? Wait, Victor peaced out. Victor, it's okay, bro. They'll bounce back.
I'm gonna send it to.
Okay, Jaina, what's your rank?
I haven't played in like 5 months.
Say your rank, bro.
It was Ascendant last.
You were Ascendant?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean, bro?
Yeah, what do you mean? Just a normal player, bro.
You're not a normal player, bro. You're not Ascendant or a normal player.
I'm above normal. That's what you're trying to say.
Victor, what's your rank?
I don't play, bro.
Yo, turn me up. Chat saying.
No, dude, it's not turn. Jaina, you need to speak with your chest up, bro. Sit up a little bit.
What?
Do posture check right now, my dog.
It's the middle of the night, bro. Come on.
Why'd the streets saying you're gold, Victor?
Ooh, fuck.
I've seen Victor play Premier. Let's just say.
Bro, you see, like, we gotta get better mods. All the mods should be like at least immortal.
Yeah, because then.
No, we have Texas. We have Texas.
No, but Texas is retired. He's retired.
Retired.
Wasn't he iron?
Yeah, but like he is iron by choice though.
He is, yeah.
Everyone that's iron is there by choice. They're just like a gang, iron gang.
That's true.
Who's our highest ranked mod? It's probably dexterity, no?
My peak probably, but not right now. I think
I
Hamza.
don't think most of your mods play anymore.
Damn.
I peaked like 300 RR. That's like episode 5, 4. I don't know. I don't play anymore.
I feel that. All right, quick press by you guys. Who's got crew? Who's got MIBR?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I want crew to win, but I don't see them winning this.
It's done, right?
And then G2, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, fuck G2.
Fuck
Who's with me,
G2.
chat?
Fuck G2.
Fuck G2.
All right, I'm gonna see you guys later, boys.
Take it easy, brother.
All right, chat. We're getting back in.
Out that the last time that
I like that parting gift. Wait, we're not starting? I thought we were starting.
was
Fuck.
At that Masters that crew attended Copenhagen 2022.
G2 Sentinels next. Wrap this shit up.
He has dethroned crew.
Hey Tarek, Ardzin's dad said on stream he will pay FNS as a thank you for Verno. What? Clip it.
Who has the better fundamentals?
We'll see how this goes down. Again, MIBR on the attacking side and straight
Hey, we're
into the
live.
action
We're
we
live.
go.
Chat, we're live.
This will be the first time that MIBR start on attack on Icebox.
Soon.
A 4-0 record, but they have never started on this side. We'll see
Focus.
how the double wall comp plays out.
Yeah, the JDM was low-key mad quiet, but respect though. He's got aura. He's like nonchalant and shit. He's like nonchalant in the call.
He's earned that nickname. He's earned that moniker, but he's going to have to defend it here. And Mazzino is the first to fall. Kesnet, though,
Oh my
trade
god.
back, gets his 2, investing Aspas with it. Artzin's in a really good spot. He will punish Shy.
It's over.
On the reposition. He's going to
It's
find
over.
a second. Drops him down now.
He saw
As the
him.
mag is empty,
Wow,
on the
man.
swing, Artzin gets his 3. The third
Okay,
pistol
chat.
for
Realistically,
MIBR.
I go pro. Am I playing duelist or a different role?
This is
Like, do you see me
so
on
daunting
initiator?
for Crew. And also, I want to break down some stats from the last map. Retakes for Crew 2 and 9. This map feels like it's
Sentinel?
all retakes and post plants.
Smokes? You see me as a controller main?
MIBR were 7 and 9 in
Fuck.
post plant wins, and they further that here. Adding another
Why are people
tally
saying bench? What role is that?
to the score.
The fuck do you guys mean by bench?
The desk was talking about how both of these harbors have been popping off and how it's so important for harbors to do so because that
Flex,
ultimate
bro. You can play
brings out
anything.
dividends.
Hey, I'm a mod that guy.
On the other side of this wall, yeah, Shy's gonna get his one traded back, but take a look at the minimap. They're crunching.
By the way,
as
winner
well.
of this is going to Toronto, so
Turret sniffs it out and the firepower is
we might
so
be getting our
against
first
them.
team.
MIBR so willing to take these fights. It was a very, very clean.
Crew needs to
anti-eco.
start
It could have gotten
focusing.
dicey, but the trades were
Focus.
there. Artzin, 1 orb away from that harbor ultimate. That is such
Derek
an
wants to be
impactful
ass pass so bad, don't we all?
and you can
Hello?
default anywhere to grab this. You can deny the A space.
Do you guys
With a
all
Viper
have
spin
role
and a
models in
shock
your
dart,
lives or nah?
You can default B. It looks like it's going to be a heavy
Yes
lead
or no?
towards
Do
A.
you have role models, people that you look up to and try to like do their shit
No
or
real
not?
utility to counter that on the side of Crew as well.
Oh, Crew, you got to try.
Yeah,
to
no,
deny
yeah,
this
no, yeah,
orb.
no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah,
Gathered
no.
from
I guess
Artzin here,
50-50.
retakes have not been looking good so far in this series. That was the idea, but look, I mean, without more firepower here, without Kesnet to try to find an opening through these harbor walls, these harbor
The ones that are saying no don't realize they have one.
concede, and now harbor ult is on.
Okay, focus here. Wait, chill.
You're gonna have to be dancing around for some of these kills. The good thing for Crew is all 5 members are very close to this A site.
Harbor ult's coming up right here. Early harbor
We
ult.
are in this bonus. There's a lot behind.
Here we
this.
go.
They got 5
Oh,
rifles. They have the
no!
red ticket. It is invested. Aspas swings
Trades?
his way into his death,
Artzin
but
with 3?
Artzin, 3 on the round for him.
Verno, low HP.
What is Artzin on right now?
This would be disaster for Crew to get
This is a
to
bad
get
round to
bonus this
lose, bro.
early.
And Art is already almost halfway to
Damn!
another ultimate. He gets 4 into the round.
Wait, he's playing
still have to
smart.
deal with Kesnet.
He doesn't care about the ace. He wants to go to Toronto.
From MIBR.
He wants to go to Toronto.
Nano cleared, yeah. And now the smoke to provide a
They
little
saw
bit
it
of
off.
cover. He steals the swing on the first.
Oh, it's just, they want to feed it to
Wow.
Artzin.
I mean, it makes sense to.
Oh my gosh, Doug, he just
They Crew are
used the
getting
ult.
owned a little
He's
bit.
2 orbs away from another one.
And you wonder if they send Artzin to go hunt here. It seems like they will.
This,
Go take the fight.
How do I send Artzin's dad clip? You gotta clip it and
a
send
little
it.
bit closer.
Doug, this might be the strongest start to an attack half of Ascent ever in the history
Fuck.
of Valorant. It doesn't get better than this. Artzin will have another ultimate for Crew's next gun round, bar a Thrifty.
8-1 start for him.
Dude, he's 1 orb away.
Yeah.
It's unreal what this guy just did. Such impact. Ender set it up. It seems like on this map it would be the battle of Aspas and Kesnet, but it really could come down to the battle of the harbors. That ultimate is so good on the attacking side.
I mean, there's no battle right now.
No, not at all.
I
There's
can't look
no
right now.
fight from
JNM,
Crew.
link it later. Save
3
it.
flawless rounds. And there's the orb
Kesnet with a
denial
hero
again.
Phantom.
This time Kesnet here
Saved.
though. And with Melzer deposited in Nest, maybe there can be some damage done.
Spam.
But no. Full intuition, Aspas just
Kesnet.
understanding that is
They're going B
the only
now.
gap.
What a good rotate.
Full spam and now a pivot towards B
What a
site.
good rotate.
I mean, when you see
Nah,
a
this
Viper
might be
deposit
over,
that
chat,
deep,
for real.
There had to have been a
This might
supporting pass
actually
to get
just
him
be
there,
done.
right?
Yeah, assuming that's
I might be
where the
playing
stat is,
too
they
good,
wisely
man.
rotate away.
What a great call from Artzin. He's going to be the one that plants the spike here.
Nice try.
He's doing it all.
Nah.
He really is.
This is actually
IGL,
over.
they calling these
No
rotations.
jinx, bro. I can't jinx them. They're too good.
Being a menace in the server.
Unless.
Nice
I think it's
impact
over
from
still. I
Kesnet
don't
on the
care.
Aspas, though. Still So much utility. I mean, if they can bait out this Harbor ultimate from Art, that would be
Nah, there's no way he Harbor ults.
scenario for Crew.
I'd rather lose this round than Harbor ult.
Surely you don't invest it here. I mean, you're at such a gun advantage. You know it's waiting on the other side.
Just peek them, bro. They can't shoot you. You guys are literally invincible. MIBR players are literally invincible. They can't be shot.
11-2 so far for him.
It's free as fuck.
Electric in the server right now. And
Crew
again,
is shit. Been saying that. I haven't.
Crew, you have
I have not been saying that.
Another chance. But you're aware that there's another
Someone
Harbor
check
ult
on
in
Victor,
play.
bro. This is bad look.
Very early timeout invested here from Crew.
Is it round 4?
Yeah.
Round 5?
Yeah. You have to formulate a plan if you're Adam to deal with this Harbor ultimate. But what can you really do? I think you have to try to get ahead of all this AD
Pause
ult utility. You have to try to disrupt MIBR before they can get that ultimate off. Your retakes haven't been solid yet. You need to start building.
It's not
up some
over.
confidence that
I
you
think
can
this would
secure
be a
retake.
tough comeback, man.
But if
MIBR
can
too
get
much
into
momentum.
for free and not have to
And this
invest
game is all about
these layers of
momentum.
utility, you know, the Viper spit, the shock darts, the KJ mollies, because they
Confidence
get that
and
with the
momentum
Harbor
and
Reckoning.
vibes. The 3 traits of winning games.
It's just going to be way too hard to run into that. MIBR
Extra time
don't
starting.
Really need to
Uh-oh.
change anything up. I mean, you've shown a lot of A looks. 3
Yeah,
rounds of edit towards
Azuka,
A.
we
You did
disagree, bro.
A B pivot already, so
The first
I don't see that
global
changing
event for
anytime
everyone
soon.
except Aspas on the team. Damn.
look on your screen right there. It'll be the first global event for every single player.
Is
on the team,
MIBR
other
the
than
most
Osbox.
popular
If
team in
MIBR
Brazil
can win
now?
This map of Icebox. A map
For
that they're
Valorant?
4-0 on.
Or is Loud still
Not
more
letting
popular?
any team get to double digits.
They are?
Orb denial again. Crew are positioned so far back.
Loud still more popular?
No operator in play. It's going to be heroics from these anchors on site. Here's that Harbor wall coming out. The site exec is going to come in full effect.
Harbor ult.
4 members of Crew, 4 members of the defense here.
Drone
Starting
tag.
to vacate and give some of that space up as the Reckoning causes problems. Creates bedlam on the site. And MIBR waltz their way in. They've taken all the space they want. Keep a close eye on the flood for Crew. What's a trigger for them to go? That first cascade, that
Aspas's
first
positioning
layer of
is so
utility.
good.
Trying to keep them back. Shen down in hell.
That didn't look good,
They
but it
flood
worked.
onto a Mazzino.
Wait.
Finally finding a little bit of success.
Right as I compliment his
Meltzer
positioning,
gets
he
in on it
dies.
as well, but Verno
Wow, Verno with
and
3.
Cortesia side by side. Trying to stop this as Meltzer's left in a 1v2.
Oh my god, they peppered him down! Wow, what the fuck?
MIBR are the final boss right now.
Dude.
Even when they're down numbers, there's
Verno
just somebody
replay?
that's going to step up
Verno
to the
got
plate.
3.
Oftentimes it's Verno.
Wow, wow. Oh, he killed all 3 guys there? Nah, you have to kill him there. That has to be traded.
It's just ridiculous.
I can't
what we've
believe
seen
it,
here
bro.
today. MIBR,
Incredible,
the form that
man.
they've approached this playoff has been outstanding. And now, sights towards B. Kesnet. Jet Knives versus Ospas Jet Knives.
Immediately having to dash away.
What's this?
Get a tag, but see, MIBR rotating away. A lot of mid pressure from Shenum as well. This is a place where he thrives himself.
Good to get
He
out.
always
Good to
finds
get
his
out.
aggressive
Very
timing
good
in
to get
mid,
out.
and he's conditioning it on an anti-eco
It's just perfect, bro. Everything they do is perfect right now.
A site is for the taking.
Kesnet?
All attention that way.
They need Kesnet right now.
It's been real quiet. He's got to convert something with these blades, but Aspas has already taken all the space. Then dashing back, waiting for the challenge.
Good smoke.
Concealed behind the cloud burst. Now seeing into it, spotting a couple. No kills found. Meanwhile, Kesnet is having to do a bit of the same.
Uh-oh!
And they alleviate some of this pressure so far. Crew finding success with the Sheriffs. A reckoning of their own now. As
Nice try, bro.
crumbles.
He had to break the
Aspas left
cove.
alone. Got Blade, 25 HP. Kesnet's going to stick the defuse
Big
the whole
eco.
way.
I'm not
Crew
gonna lie,
get on the
big
board.
eco. That's a chance. That's a chance.
finally
That's a
winning a
chance.
retake on
But if
this map of
MIBR,
Icebox.
I think they should pause. Thoughts?
With all
MIBR
the
pause
cards
here.
stacked
I think
against them
MIBR
as
pause
well.
here.
believe
Right away, just pause.
Adverso coming up huge with that Sheriff, just jumping out of heaven, getting multiple kills. Keeping his team into this game. If you're down 6-0,
I think it's good, but
MIBR would have been in such a great position to keep snowballing with the ultimates that they have.
If MIBR win this round, though,
then
then
has a Hunter's Fury that he can use.
might be
Kesnet
over
is able
for
to
real.
upgrade to an operator. A chance back into this map of Icebox.
Off on Kesnet.
Adverso was able to
3 mid,
contest
B
that orbit, see
split.
that there was no
Fast B
aggression
split.
from MIBR this time.
Uh-oh, does Kesnet hear them? Mazino?
Shenum gets punished for it, but are they aware that there's 2 more behind this?
Oh.
Good old.
Adverso looking for a tag, gonna get Arzine as well.
Wow.
And Mazzino.
This B split did not work. Nice shot. Hold on, they might reheat, right? Reheat?
King of Icebox might not be dead yet.
It always starts with a thrifty, guys. It's one thing I've learned.
Good awareness. Verno is left in a 1v5
I think they should have paused, though. I think they should have paused.
As many kills as he can before he gets taken down. The economy is still looking very healthy for MIBR. They will have a couple of rounds, but I want to point out the awareness that crew had of that triple mid threat that MIBR were trying to do. A nice change of pace. We saw Shenum in the last round when they got thrifty break that mid alarm bot very early on.
Does he clear this
adjust
corner?
himself and fall all the way back. So
30 seconds left.
it was a unique call from MIBR to try to punish that conditioning that was shown in the previous round, but crew were a step ahead of that. So now momentum kind of swinging back in their favor. This round time dwindles and Verno just gets smothered. Flawless round win for crew.
I'm speaking too loud? Really?
An opportunity now to even the score a little bit. What a nice shot from Mazzino. One-tapped Shenum in mid-tube. Adverso had a really nice Sova ult set up there as well. The thing is you have no answer now.
Big.
For
Let's
Cortesia's
see.
lockdown.
Let's see what MIBR do now. They tried the B split, now they're going back
They're gonna want to
to
invest it here if they take space on the site.
Kesnet is here with the operator. He is sitting top gen though. This is a spot that can get pushed off fairly easy.
drone. Break my drone.
Depends on his second choice of pathing on where he decides.
Pop dash, bro. No?
go.
Never mind.
No tag on the drone. No. Ooh,
Good wall.
There was one.
Oh, he popped dash though. That
Cortesia.
sucks.
Filling in back on that
That
space. and
sucks.
there's
His
that
dash is
lockdown that you were
gone.
mentioning. Kesnet not finding
He
a
popped
target
dash
with
too
the up.
early.
Rocks the dash too early. I mean, he can try to double dip
Nah,
here if
it's
he wants,
bad.
but
I thought he was going to.
yeah, it kind of feels like you have to when you're running against the Harbor.
Good stall.
Good delay of the plant so far. Cove not used.
Aspas, look at Aspas.
No need to. Maybe that could pay out for MIBR at the end. And this is something that's unconventional for Aspas, pushing all the way deep screens. Usually he sits all the way in the back of A site, takes that further sight line. Understanding there's an operator in play though, wants to get ahead of it.
He loves this line.
Oh
And he
my
gets
god.
Kesnet. He gets Mazzino.
Oh, what a kill, Adverso.
Falls at the hands of Adverso, but Verno popping the ult at the same time.
Uh-oh, 2v2.
Off the tap.
They have wall.
A 2v2.
Half?
Spam not connecting.
No half! No half!
What can Melser do here?
Can't do shit, bro. Save the op.
Time is short. 30 HP.
Save the op.
Yeah, he's gonna. Where is it? Yeah, he
Save
will
the
find the
op.
op. He's gonna get out of there.
Oh my god, man. MIBR win
Aspas
every close encounter.
Usually loves to
Every
play
close encounter
the
they
actual
win.
back sight of A. This time getting up close and personal, understanding that it's so hard for an operator to clear out that close left angle when you're retaking from screens. What great awareness in the moment. Kesnet has no chance there.
Perfect shot.
Adverso is having such a good map so far. He's trying to
Perfect.
keep his team into the game with his calling, with his individual prowess.
They still have a buy, though. Kesnet has an op.
But it wasn't enough in that round.
Op B? They're going B. Harbor ult. I like this B call by
into the ninth
MIBR,
round.
but there's an op there.
It's going to be a
So let's see.
B default for MIBR. But they're going to be met with Mazzino here and Kesnet backing him with that operator.
Wait, he had to break the drone? I don't
is
like
now for MIBR to
I don't
double
like that
down.
he shows his op so easily. But he got a kill.
opener found
That's
from
troll.
Kesnet.
Was it a jump spot?
A big first blood on Averno, who's been so impactful for this
I wonder how
MIBR
he got
squad.
him.
No initiator utility to be used now. You can play in these spots close gen on A if you wish, but another reckoning
I think Shenum got
What?
through. He did get through.
What is that turret?
These are those aggressive lurk timings I was talking about.
And this round is such a mess right now. You've got Aspas up B.
Oh
Artie's all the
my
way backside.
god, guys.
He can't be stopped.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That looked really bad.
It's all Artson. It's all Shenum.
It's death by 1,000 cuts.
What is the KJ turret doing in the mid corner over there? What was that?
Do not expect these A-site attackers to push
What
all
was
the way
that?
through screens and be this aggressive. You expect
I know, but like it's
MIBR
so
to
deep, he
get the spike
died.
planted, play all the way back like they have been so far.
He watches mid to A, tube, and kitchen.
Now, another change of a default. MIBR.
Is it good because it's harder to break? It's like guaranteed. So maybe it is. Is it a good turret?
It helps when he's 15 and 6.
Because like the other one is just sitting on top of the ramp. You just shoot it.
Man, mechanically and calling wise.
And no molly lineup.
Look at the change of pace here from MIBR as well. Just holding after showing some initial utility at A.
Maybe it is good
Waiting
actually. You guys
for
are right.
An aggressive push.
It's just bad that he got caught out like that.
Putting doubt in the minds of the defense. Shenum has yet to break any mid utility, so
Doesn't watch the
opting to
pitch
go
through
for
mid to B.
a
Yeah, but
really
they're gonna
late
probably
mid
orb
lurk.
that anyway. Like he can walk through even with the other
Crew are kind
turret.
of wise to it. Look, you see two players positioned here already waiting for it. He's willing to take these fights.
Oh my god, brother.
Destroyed. He's gonna get the shot onto Shenum as well.
Big
or
trade.
Mizzino as well. A
Viper
perfect
roll.
start. And now they can try.
They're gonna go B.
accelerate towards
They're gonna go B.
You have all this utility you're gonna have to navigate around.
Viper's Pit was invested from Crew to stop the A advancement, but everyone reconvening.
30 seconds.
Oh, here's it.
Shy's in a spot to make a play. Gets past the wall.
The turret.
The turret, and that's enough to
Adverso big.
reveal what's going on.
Adverso's
Meanwhile,
turning
Adverso,
up
the
last
other
couple
side of
rounds.
That crunch. Getting a couple of kills. Aspas and Verno. We talked about their
No
heroics.
time, no
On
time.
Lotus with 13 seconds left and Spike not even in hand. They're going to have to frag out. And
10 seconds
I don't know if that's on the cards.
Verno? I mean, what can he do?
Good work from Crew. Good
Mid to
trade
A?
that Shy got.
Yeah, mid to
onto
A feels
Shenum and
hard.
mid tube.
I don't
like
love
the
it.
reactionary pit
They're gonna
as well
pause probably,
from
right?
Melzer to kind of put doubt in the minds of the players of MIBR that were outside of A, just waiting.
No pause though. Just let him play. Fuck
And
it.
it's a common thing for teams to kind of flip the map on the Viper's Pit, try to get behind them.
Nice shots.
From multiple angles, but Adversal just held this down. And yeah, you're right. Shy heard it every step of the way. He was able to communicate that. Adversal's having such a great map so far. Both IGL sitting at the top for their teams.
7-3.
We've sung his praises
No
so
op.
many times, but again, our team 15 and 7.
Is he?
Calling a beautiful game, fragging out, and now pushing
He almost got caught.
his team towards A. Verso feeling some of that drone pressure. And he's been under heavy fire since the beginning of the round, really. Reinforcements
Damn, he
now
barely got
arriving,
any info.
and the
Wow.
defense has been bolstered.
He didn't
saw
see
Verno with
shit.
that drone as well, so it does make it obvious that this is an A hit. Or at least that the main pack is here.
Melzer down low, Adverso close by.
So, such good delay from Crew right now. That harbor wall is going to be able to come back up as well.
It's all a game of timing.
Contact?
Does our team clear here?
Oh.
No, Melzer snaps his head back. Mizzino does as well.
Oh, ass fast, bro.
Leave it to
Overheat.
Aspas to isolate.
No
1v1
overheat.
After 1v1.
That's a big fight. He has to win that. Shy has to win that.
For him.
How?
Make that 4. MIBR.
He got 4?
Get to 8.
How can he kill them there? That's insane,
What are you
man.
supposed to do if you're Crew in that moment?
They can't shoot him.
Literally held it down. You got the first kill.
Literally cannot shoot
Mizzino's
him.
there for the trades, but then Aspas just does this. He isolates you, and then he gets aggressive with it.
He has a new crosshair again.
He wants to take these rookies to Toronto. Nice!
Last round and a half. You're absolutely right.
Let's see how he plays knives.
Ult online for Shy.
And MIBR just gonna run it down towards A again.
I mean, it's been working. And try to get a tag and then maybe get a spam, but
It's a full commit again. Can they shut down Aspas with the knives?
Wow,
so far the answer to
bro.
that is no. Shy popping his ult. Is there a
Cancel.
counter to this? Do they decide to scale up? Do they give the space
Cancel.
away?
Flank though. They heard him. They heard him, I think. No? They didn't hear him.
They're gonna rotate back, and Meltzer's here. He's waiting.
That jump spot's
Gets
so
his
good.
one.
Oh my god! Holy fuck, they move so
Got
good.
this awkward line in the sand. As
Oh
you gotta commit
my
to this
god, they're
mid-fight,
getting rolled,
and it does not go
bro.
your way.
Dude.
It's B, but
He broke the turret, I see.
the Harbor ultimate being used, he's gonna have to pull out one of the most ridiculous clutches we've seen in VCT history.
A 1v4 dancing around the reckoning.
Nah, no way, dude. No fucking way, dude.
MIBR's attack side was so dominant.
Oh my
For having
god.
never started on attack.
Or
4-0,
Zine
but
16
they
and
always
8
start on defense. You wouldn't think
as
it was
well.
any different.
And remember, MIBR have yet to give
I
a
don't
team
think
double
they
digits
can bring
on
it back.
Xbox. No one's been able
MIBR
to
is
get to
too
10
good
rounds. The maximum
on
amount
this
of rounds
map.
that team has been able to get was 8 at the beginning of the year.
16 and 8 for our team, 13 and 7 for Aspas, a 9-3 half for MIBR. We'll be right back.
All right, what's this clip? Does anyone have FNS Pix Brazilian equivalent of Venmo? Thank you, GOAT. Artzine's dad after Verno wins a 1v3.
Milhão, alguém tem o Pix do FNS aí?
Que isso?
Obrigado, Gold.
Obrigado, Gold.
do senhor sempre fica pouco mais.
That's actually hilarious, bro. Oh my god.
Years of woes for MIBR, struggling at every single turn. But now this ragtag group of rookies, alongside the greatest to ever play the game, find themselves just a couple of rounds away from changing the entire landscape for MIBR. Close out Icebox, you're headed to
2-0
Toronto.
goes hard here.
Things that were unthinkable, things that were unheard of for this franchise just last year.
And we saw brilliance in their previous rosters. We saw moments where I was like, okay, maybe they're in the right direction, but Fraud comes in, scraps it all, keeps Art, makes him IGL in the middle of kickoff, and now he's sitting at the top.
Well,
Working Crew do on the attack. Remember, 3-0 on pistols for MIBR. It goes without saying, they need this one.
Let's see if Crew have a chance, bro. I'm down for a comeback.
Attack this A side of the map with Harbor.
I guess. What do you got? I'm down for a. Honestly, if Crew bring it back, it'll be so fucking lit. I'm down. I feel like Ascent will be a banger map 3. Although I want to see Sentinels play, it would be a hype ass comeback.
Individual brilliance is going to be the key.
Oh my god.
Get the head-to-head against Artsin. The heavy hitter is down.
Oh, that's just one.
Yeah.
Double scan.
You're gonna have to reckon with, and right on
Oh
cue.
my god, reverse will get out, bro.
Kill feed, Meltzer down. But they're the ones at a numbers disadvantage. They're the ones who have
Where
to
you
take down
going?
space. Adverso gets caught on the ropes. He will fall. Aspas in a 1v3.
It's
Spike
over.
has been
They
taken
got
for a little
pistol.
while as well. Off the swing on the Shy. He will fall.
I just don't want to play ranked. Actually, I would like to play ranked,
Finally win a
but
pistol
I don't know if
round.
I'll end up
Glad
playing
you said
today
it.
based off time. Like, it's
We're
gonna
down
be a long day, I
3-0
think.
Leading into this. but it's still an uphill
It's
battle.
been a lot of
You
watch
still
parties,
have to
but
come away from this
after this
anti-eco
weekend, I will be back.
unscathed. You need to keep as many guns in
I
your
think I'm going to
arsenal.
start my Phantom
You
arc.
need to win the bonus,
I
because it
think
just
Phantom
feels
is the new
like
calling with a new
MIBR
crosshair.
train
New
right now.
crosshair Phantom arc. I think it's my new calling. Okay, wait, hold up. Crew are heating up.
You need that energy if you want to make a comeback of this sort.
Pace towards B for the
Let's
attack.
see, bro. Not the eco, of course.
The drone, the cascade, making sure there's no one waiting with a shorty or anything else
No,
like
no,
that.
for real. I'm going to start Phantom arc.
So reminiscent to how MIBR approached their attack as well. Same concept. Anti-eco, we lean towards B. The difference here for MIBR is their silent stacks.
Ooh. Through the rail?
Kaznik gets a height advantage. He's able to clean one of them up. Spike goes down as well. No Mazzino. We talked so much about Artine and the success he found in the first half and how there were reckonings really what felt like every round, every other round.
Every gun round, yeah.
Mazzino's 2 off of his. Early.
Does have that ghost in play as well, so he will go hunting if MIBR decide to try to fall to Spike.
What the fuck are you
That
saying,
will be the
JDM?
case. MIBR do not look like they're going for this whatsoever.
Ahead.
They don't even care about doing damage. Mazzino needs to start holding the W key right now. Try to get that Reckoning online. You don't need to save a ghost.
Question mark!
I guess he wants the armor. So he will not have that ultimate in the bonus.
All right, let's see the bonus. Barcelona
MIBR
offside
avoiding
goal?
what could have
Are
been
you
disaster.
serious? Bro, these refs all game long, bro. All game long. Like, fuck.
A Vandal, and he does so. Power of saving that. He still has that light armor in place. So now, again, like I was saying, crew like to run it down A quite often.
My ears, sorry, was
against
that
their
loud? My mic is so loud.
Match of
Really?
Hard Thieves. B was a weak spot. I wonder if MIBR decided to try to punish that or just
Sorry.
stack 4 players here to fight fire.
My
with
mic
fire.
is not supposed to
Seems
peak.
like
It's an
that will be
expensive
the
mic.
case. This round is really important. Remember how MIBR were able to
What
burst out
the
the gate
fuck? I've
with
never
bonus.
seen that. Have I?
Verno. Just
What was
destroyed
that?
Kesnet.
Nah, this is bullshit,
And it's
dude.
Aspas who joins alongside him. The Bash brothers again of MIBR.
You guys
It's gotta
see
be
that
so
spam?
tilting in the first 5
My
seconds
gain is
of the
too
round.
high.
You
I'm
get
gonna lower it.
spam killed, running up a ramp.
Oh,
I lowered my gain a little bit.
We
Hopefully
found
it's
a
better
window.
now.
Cortezia is not going to let that one slip by.
Is it good now or nah?
This first gun round
Yo,
for
real quick.
MIBR has looked
These
as
refs
clean
all
as it could
game
be so far.
long.
The cool thing about the way
Good?
that crew won their anti-eco and
Better?
whatnot
All right, good.
is the state of their economy. They will still have a bye in the next round, even though they're probably going to drop most of these rifles.
Young's not home.
The
That's
name
why
of
I'm
the game
yelling.
for
If you
crew
ever
right
see me
now
yelling
is
like
to
this,
try
that
to
means
do
she's
as
probably
much
not
damage
home.
as possible to MIBR's economy. Try to get some.
I
of
would
those
never
players
yell like
on
this if she was at home.
Bulldogs or
30 seconds left.
a Guardian.
Literally anything other than what they have right now, yeah.
I see, Zesty. Thank
A lot
you.
of light armors across the board, but it looks like that's going to be a tough ask.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. They got fucking flawless
I
on
would
their
love to get a
bonus.
replay on how Verno gets that spam kill. Was it because of a dart or was it just a lineup? I mean, what is that?
We'll see if we get a good look at it as MIBR.
Can we have a
That's
Nabi
ridiculous
cameo?
opener.
Maybe.
You can't play the attack.
Look at the
No,
spam,
no.
dude. Guys, take that to ranked. That's an insane spam, bro. Actual insane
Yeah, I'm
spam.
tilted and ranked.
5 rounds between these two. MIBR again creating a little separation. The bonus felt necessary, felt imperative for crew.
All right.
And they missed that mark.
They have a
As we were
chance,
mentioning
though.
in the previous round, they still
Aspas.
have enough to invest into this purchase.
Oh my god, he got
Aspas is up,
scanned.
tagged. Gotta get out of there. But he doubles down. He
Oh my
stays.
god.
And Kesnet
A
drops
rare
him.
mistake by the GOAT.
A site for the taking. You're going to be able to set up a post plant here, but you need to speed up. You need to get the
Nice,
spike
nice
planted.
tag, nice tag.
No
Okay,
pressure on the
5v4
flank.
post plant. If crew lose this round, they deserve to lose the game. They deserve to lose the game if they lose this.
And everybody from the side of crew.
Good stall with the harbor wall,
Are
Mazzino.
playing off-site, using their utility.
Really good
So
stall.
You have to speed up if you're MIBR.
Yeah, Mazzino's not up super far either, to be honest. Now he's
Good
taking a
molly,
step back
good
as well.
molly.
Fully committing to the post
Bad,
play.
Kesnet, bad.
Cortezia plucks Kesnet out of the
Oh,
sky.
bad jump.
And now the Cove is going to cause some problems.
You
Can
have
he get
to.
to half? Yes, he can.
He's sticking
How
it.
much further can he
Hello?
go? 75%, 80% of the way there. MIBR steals the defuse.
Nah. We don't have any util for the
when
bomb?
Crew tried to
Did
play
they
the
hear him tap
disciplined
it?
Game,
He just stuck the
it gets
bomb.
snatched from them.
They just stuck the bomb. Call a timeout and don't talk at him.
That feels
Dude.
so bad for Crew.
Nah, man.
You feel like you're making the right decision. You're all playing out, using your man-up advantage.
Oh my god, bro.
And to lose like that,
Oh my god, bro. Oh my
it's gonna
god,
cause for
bro.
desperation. And MIBR are gonna have so many rounds to play off of that. The last time out for Crew.
Who has the first seed in NA? Like,
Situations such
it's
as
different in
these
both
beg the
groups.
question,
Omega and
where
Alpha have
is
different
the
seed ones.
spark for Crew?
I think it's G2 and
What is the catalyst?
Crew, right?
There's
Is
some.
it- no.
It's got to come from somewhere.
Who was the first seed in the other
You're
one?
down
It was
6
Crew, yeah.
rounds. MIBR's ran circles around you really the entire series. This has just felt like a shell of the team that we came into this fight expecting. The #1 seed, the #1 team out of Latin America against the #1 team out of Brazil. This has not felt like a fair
Dude, this
fight.
is so sad, bro.
Not at all. And I just
MIBR
feel like
have looked better.
Osboss just has Crew's number, man.
Pros never
Again,
fake.
8 out of the
Pros don't
9
fake.
times.
Pros
in
don't fake.
Osboss's
There's no way that
career
we're playing the
he's played
same
Crew,
message from
he
different
has
people.
Come out on top. He has been victorious. 3 years in the making. And Osboss now has that operator. We've
Aspas
seen
off.
him get
GG.
so much value
Everyone played up at GG's.
on this A site with it, getting so aggressive.
Gonna get challenged right off the bat.
Oh my god, it's raining util, bro.
MIBR know what the game plan of Crew is because both these teams are so
Oh god.
similar.
Where's the swing?
Help!
No way he gets out, right?
It's criminal. 5 HP,
Oh
but
my god, he can't die.
lives to fight
He's the
another day.
unkillable demon. Wait,
Movement,
wrong goat,
changing
my
his
bad.
position so frequently. Dancing around the utility of Crew.
They commit to the side
Meanwhile, they
here?
haven't gotten very far. Stalling out at 410. It's an MIBR size speed bump that they keep running into. Our team.
Oh.
Tux gets his one. Mazzino's on the trade though, and now the up. Just off the mark. Shenum doing a little bit of damage, but this is not adding up to you. Verno's really far ahead of this, and he's alone.
Oh my god, chill. Oh my god, chill, Verno.
Shy is ridiculous. A 2v2 now.
What the fuck?
As Cortezia arrives at the scene.
Me and Verno, not
He's
much.
gonna
Oh,
find
Kesna's
his.
slow. They lost
Kesna,
again. They lost
a
again.
1v2
It's impossible.
with
It's so hard to win this.
11 HP.
I'll say impossible.
How does he stand
He
here?
peaked at the worst
That
possible
high-low
moment,
is too
too.
much. MIBR
Wow.
round
One round away
away.
from Toronto.
You cannot count out any member of MIBR
One round away
when
from
they are in
Toronto.
a man-down situation.
Damn, Crew
It
got
is the most
smoked, man.
ridiculous thing.
This is tough.
team
This
is
is a
so
tilt loss.
talented, Doug.
This is a very tilt loss for Crew. Very tilt loss.
Osboss not
They had
getting
no
punished
chance
here.
today.
Yeah, he doesn't connect, but the pressure that he puts on alone.
I mean, they
allows
had a
for
comeback on Lotus, but even
rookies to
then,
step up to the plate.
like they were meant to lose Lotus as well.
Even the numbers, and then clutch it always.
Barcelona scored.
MIBR
3-2
are
Barcelona.
just
Let's
on a
go.
different level.
Flirting with the bid
Suck it,
on
Real
the
Madrid.
international stage for the first time ever.
Who said let's go Valorant? Who the
And the
fuck said
opportunity to
that?
qualify for it right now. MIBR, aggressive A, looking to put the finishing touches on this. See that harbor wall coming through. The drone from Verno.
Oh my
Spotted at
god,
least
bro.
one.
MIBR have done the same thing every round other than the eco. They've stacked 4 players towards A. They were willing from the start of this defense to fight fire with fire.
And now Cortesia's rotating over. He was playing B. He's taking all the space down mid.
We got Cortezia? Oh yeah, wait, he hasn't trapped.
They've got them.
What the fuck? They have him
It's
trapped.
just a hard read every
They
single
literally
round.
have them
Crew,
trapped.
They haven't changed their game plan. They didn't anti-strat themselves. They haven't flirted with B at all.
Melser 34 HP. Kesnit 26 HP. Trying to limp their way into extending this map. limp their way into extending this series.
And even if you win this brawl, there's still a lockdown from Cortesia.
30 seconds left.
All of the walls are up, and you know they're waiting for just the right moment.
Dash proc at the perfect time, but look
Oh
at
my
the
god,
time.
the round's all.
And now they're
Bro,
gonna pop that
there's
ult
20
too.
seconds.
It's done.
As it falls,
my
gunfire
God.
erupts as Shenum gets two.
Oh
Three on the
my
round, Shine
god.
left standing, and he will
Oh my god.
for the
Domination,
very
bro.
first time
Domination,
in
bro.
franchise history.
Holy fuck.
They earn a spot on the international stage.
They destroyed them,
MIBR,
dude.
Welcome to Toronto.
Wow, what a showing. What a showing, bro. This is crazy. This is a crazy timeline.
And at what point do you start thinking that they can make a run for some titles, Doug, as well? I mean, the momentum that this team has amassed over the stage one, over this playoff, you really got to feel like they're a team that could push international teams to the distance. And what a story for Artson, Doug. I mean, this guy joining MIBR as a duelist player, getting so much hate, becoming an IGL with a bunch of rookies and
Will
Aspas.
Sentinels qualify? We're gonna find out very soon here.
Again, for the
They play
first
versus
time,
G2.
Shenum, Cortesia,
Pretty hype.
Verno, and Artin will play on the international stage.
Congrats, well played. They look
One who was the
insane, man.
mastermind behind the whole operation. Again, saying that there was plan A, plan B, plan C. Once Aspas became free, pivoting towards something new entirely.
And for a lot of these guys who came up through the tier 2 scene,
Wait,
those
bro's
matches,
praying.
the big arena matches, that's the dream.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's what you imagine,
Damn.
that's what you play for.
Aura?
And they put it together, and it's, again, I called them ragtag earlier, playfully, but
No,
these guys have a lot of fight behind them.
They're polished as hell. And I keep thinking back to that interview of Cortesia saying, we haven't even reached our peak yet. And I think he's right, Doug. I think there's still a ways to go for this team to get even better. And that's the scary thing, right? How good can they get?
They're pretty damn good now. We got to touch on Verno as well. And you think about the year he's had.
Oh my God.
How tumultuous that's been. The kid's been through the ringer. And he's found a way to qualify for Toronto. Donning the MIBR flag.
I think the only North American player in America's history to join a full Brazilian roster. I mean, to be good enough to do that in the first place is a testament to his ability and his skill.
He's made it. He's
Phenomenal
made his way through.
player, man. I mean, he deserved Toronto every step of the way. He has stepped up so massively for this MIBR squad, not only in the clutch, but the duo that he has with Aspas. I mean, having his back every step of the way, we saw that in this match.
I mean, yeah, there were a couple of moments
It's
on
actually
Lotus we
insane
talked
that
about
Verno
it. There were
somehow
moments
qualified
on
with MIBR.
Icebox where both of them were able to
They look
pull
good, though.
MIBR into situations that they
Aspas
probably
interview
shouldn't
with
have had a
Verno?
fighting chance in to begin with. And
The duo?
I think for Crew, very quickly, this is not the end of the road for them, but they are going to have to work through a hellish lower bracket run, and that's going to be a mess. We'll see if they can pull it off. We're going to send it down to Elizabeth on the stage for the Verizon post-match interview with Verno.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. And we have our first qualifiers, everyone. It is MIBR! You say good job? Good job, guys? Is that what you say?
Good job, good job.
Good job, good job, everyone. Let's go to you first, Aspas. What does it mean to qualify with MIBR for Masters Toronto for you?
It's a very special feeling because I'm qualifying with a Brazilian org again. We're gonna be the only Brazilian team in the Masters, so I hope everyone can cheer for us and
Nice.
we can make everyone proud.
What a go, bro.
Give it up for Aspas, everyone. Absolutely. Now, Fraud, I see you over there a little emotional, a little bit, and I saw Artizine, you're hugging Artizine. What has this journey been like with this org? You know, you have been with this org and with this team for so long, trying and trying and trying, and this is the day you did it. I'm gonna get emotional for you. This is the day you qualified for Masters Toronto. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, it feels really good. I mean, every team has their ups and downs. They go through stuff, and you know, for us, we're no different. We had our little issues, especially having to make roster changes. It's some things that it's not easy for some teams to do, but we were able to really focus, stay together, and win or lose, we're gonna, do it together. So I feel really happy that our team is won, regardless of result, and it's kind of showing in the server how well we are as a unit.
What's the emotion right now?
Bam.
It's tough. I am really happy. So I just, miss being able to celebrate with like my family too, but also at the same time, I'm really happy to be here with the guys, and they kicked some ass today.
You absolutely kicked some ass today. It was insane. Now, Verno, my guy, you came in here. Everyone was like, Verno on MIBR? And then Verno on MIBR. Insane. Guys, give it up for Verno, because an absolutely insane performance, proving every single doubter, if there was any doubt, out of the way. You were insane. What does it feel like to qualify with Osmos, with Fraud, with your MIBR team?
It feels really good. I mean, Aspas is like the best teammate I've ever played with, the best player I've ever played with. So he provides like way more value than like anyone thinks. He's like the best player that's ever played the game.
About that. How does he do that?
Bro, like, I don't know. The things he does, like, first off, like in every way, like mechanically, like outside the game too, he's like such a good teammate. And bro, mechanically, bro, he's
we know.
Bro, he's like by far.
I'll add on to that as far as Aspas goes. Like, he's become like a really big leader for our team, not just in the game, outside the game. He's showing the young guys how to operate, how to go about their day. So I think Aspas is a huge factor, not only what he does in the server, but how he's showing the boys the way.
All right, one last question. Is Master Toronto ready for MIBR? Do they know what's coming yet or no? Any us for anyone? Aspas, do you think they're ready?
I think we're ready.
But is everyone else ready?
They're ready. I think they are.
Okay, that's enough. Everyone give it up for MIBR one more time. First team qualified Master Toronto. But guys, I know you know what match is next. It is Sentinels versus G2. Stay right there.
It's so good. It was honestly a great interview. It was a great interview. Oh my god. That was great. That was great. Oh my god. Red Bull shirt for now. Maybe I put the Sentinels jersey on if we start losing. Or do I keep it on until we start losing? I'll put it on. Fuck it. Benefit of getting the seed 1 from your region is you get a buy in the end, like, oh, you get more points, that's for one. But do you get an advantage at Toronto for #1 seed? You skipped the Swiss stage?
Definitely a rivalry. Fans love it. The banter back and forth. If we win this next match, we make Toronto. As a team, we're kind of hitting our stride, and we feel really confident in our form.
On fire so far, it doesn't even matter if he gets pinged out. Dashes forward.
Does one. Second already pulls the acrobatic. Second uses a sight like a jungle gym.
What is going on with Second today?
Jogma is insane. I mean, he's a really strong duelist on an undefeated team. I think both of us have similar playstyles where we kind of get crazy with how we entry. We like to get creative and do a lot of different things.
20 seconds, the off again. Jojimo, he's ringing true. And the bell, it's ringing for Vic. Ja! The one to end it.
I'm gonna shoot him in the head. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do, just shoot the guy.
Straight through dimensional drift into the round. Zekin's gonna say no. Two to the back of the site, and he clears it up, making sure it's secure.
One enemy remaining.
Always a fun time playing Sentinels and making their fans sad. Like, both of us are gonna make Toronto, so whoever does it first, sure. Good luck.
All right, who's gonna win today, Sentinels or G2?
I feel like Sentinels.
Why could you possibly say that? Why do you think that?
Because currently, John QT and Bang are pretty good.
They are. Well, let's see it. All right, who's gonna win today, Sentinels or G2?
Sentinel!
All right, who's gonna win today?
Sentinels.
All right.
Sentinels.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, very simple. Who's gonna win today, Sentinels or G2?
Of course, Sentinel, for sure.
Okay.
Sentinels, for sure.
G2.
Why G2, the lone wolf here?
Because they're better.
Excuse me?
Fundamentally better.
Fundamentally better. All right, who's gonna win today, Sentinels or G2?
Let's go, Sentinels!
Let's go! I hope my mic didn't peak. I'm sorry.
A lot of love for Sentinels out there, of course. Welcome back, everyone, to Day 3 of VCT America's Stage 1 playoffs. Golden Boy here, alongside Ender, Brent, and Mimi for our second match of the day.
Are you forgetting
it's
something?
G2 East. Don't.
From the first
I want to
match,
listen to the
we
analysis.
had a
I want to
bet,
listen.
buddy.
We have a
We had a little bet.
we kind of glided over.
We
but
glided
yeah.
over, but we talked about it ahead of time that whoever predicted this game wrong would have to take a little sip
Little
with
sippy
some
sip.
little syrup. And
Yep.
GB, I believe
Because
who did you predict?
Canada? Was
Yeah.
that the
It's pretty weak.
logic
It's pretty weak.
train?
But
I like it.
Honestly, I
it works
deserve
for
this
me.
for what I did the sideshow
Yeah.
all the way back at
What's happening
World
here?
Cup back
How
in
many
the
years
day.
ago?
Show
7
this.
years ago?
It was like 7 years ago.
7 years ago, we're old.
It was terrible, you know, thinking about the fact that... Hey, by the way, I'm so sorry to people who had to just look at
it's
my bald head and to
viscous.
zoom in like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Is maple syrup?
That seems quite. No, that seems quite fluid.
A shot of maple syrup?
What?
You want to pass it to him? Okay.
And it's got to be a one shot.
That was like half of the maple leaf, by the way.
The moose eye is
3,
staring
2,
at me.
1, go.
Just do it. Just do it, dog. No.
Not happening.
Okay, well,
And he's gone.
That's it? GB? Is that
Let's start the pre-match.
tough?
Let's take a look at our bracket here.
I'm alive.
You okay?
Oh, sweet.
You didn't even get
You didn't do it.
Sideshow chugged a whole one of these, and I made him do it.
Yeah.
He's built different, man.
You didn't even get through an entire thing of it. You're doing it again?
Sideshow,
Get the
because
camera
I
back
got
on
you.
him.
I have
Get the
to.
cam
Anyway,
back on
that's the
GB.
bracket. These are the matches. Cruz facing EG, you know.
Here we go.
Just go. Do stuff, please.
This match is so hype.
That's most of it. He's doing it off camera again. All right, G2.
Someone in chat said, "Give me tickets to Toronto, and I'll chuck a whole bottle of maple syrup for you." Like the thing is, like I would do that, but the thing is that I feel bad about you doing that in return for tickets.
took it home and beat them again in stage 1.
And I gotta say, I think every single time these two teams face off as
I
well,
feel like,
you
yeah,
start
I'll
to see
get in
the elevation
trouble.
in form. For Sentinels as well, I think in that kickoff run and that best of 5 towards the end, that was the peak form that we saw for them genuinely.
sure.
And they weren't even able to reach that again in Bangkok.
My
I'm seeing
jersey has
similar
my name,
themes for
bro.
the Sentinels team. They are constantly making iterations again on their team overall. They're improving at such a steady rate. But G2 have just been that top dog to beat. They've got a target on their back. They know it still to this day. And the question is, can anyone really go toe-to-toe with them? Is it going to be Sen here today?
It feels like teams
Is
have been
Toronto
able to
about to
get
have one of the
closer,
best
right? They've been able to
Valorant
take
crowds
some maps
ever?
off, like Sentinels in that final series, but at least here at home, G2 are, I don't see them losing to anybody.
Yeah, they have been on point. They are yet to lose a single series at home thus far, and there's some history in
The
this
arena
matchup.
is fucking
You see
ass
a cute little
in
picture.
terms
This is
of-
the Cloud9 that was like all the way back at Champs 2021.
It's
era.
5K. I mean, it's fine, no?
Teammates back then and now playing against each other.
Mortal
today.
enemies.
Are you back? Are you good?
I'm good. I'm good. It's oh boy, that was something. Let me tell you, my doctor just
There's
said
still another
high blood
half if you
pressure.
want.
Who knows what's gonna happen now?
true.
It looks like diabetes is
I don't
on
think
the
it'll be
menu.
as good as the crowds in
In any
Asia.
case, ahead of today's matchup, Elizabeth had an opportunity to catch up with Leaf for a quick chat. What do you got for us, Liz?
Now, Leaf, many people consider G2 to be the best team in the Americas, the team to beat in the Americas. Is there any pressure that comes with being the best, being the team to beat? Everyone's something to prove, right?
I think there's definitely pressure from, you know, ourselves. Also, like, we don't want to be like, we don't want to lose to a team and have them have the title, like, beating us basically in Americas. But I mean, we just want to be the best. So there's always pressure no matter what. And I think that we play well when we have those pressure, and like also the LAN qualifying games. Like last year, we were very good at them. So yeah, I think it's just expected.
Best of luck today.
Well, I've been informed that GB is getting his stomach pumped, so I'm here to course correct.
Guess how much resale tickets for the finals are going for right now? 2,500.
See it today, and specifically G2's attack. The first thing I want to do is just highlight sort of the util pattern they use when they take this A main space. It's all about forcing the opposition out here, and we've got a great little camera angle we can pop into. First piece of utility, I want you to see the Tejo missiles, right? Super annoying, basically clearing this out so no one can get in to the box. On top of that, you're also going to have an Astra Star that'll turn into a stun, an Astra Pull potentially back there. You even got Jogamo chucking a flash all the way over the top here to bank off this wall, so the players on a deeper angle would
Sentinels
still
is
get
going to
hit.
be hosting
And
a
all
watch
this is
party
to,
in
you know,
Toronto.
sort of nullify the enemy Astra Stars on the other
So
side.
for anyone
You've
that
also got
couldn't
this
get tickets, there should be more info
teleport
coming on that
tracking in.
soon.
What you can tell is it's a mess.
In the next
There's
week or
tons
so.
of utility that's here to clear out absolutely everything.
And I
also
think
watch
our
how this
entire
plays
team
out
and
because,
myself will
yeah,
be
we've got
there,
the teleport
regardless
down
of us
into the
qualifying to
corner
the
from
event.
Jogamo. G2 come
That's the
into
current
space,
plan,
even
but
throwing
it
a
hasn't been
C's in there.
finalized.
And then after this point, they do a really nice job of trading out every single kill. But this is where G2's sort of secret, you know,
I'm gonna turn the
card
AC
up
on, one sec.
up their sleeve comes into play. And that is going to be, on the other side of the map, Leaf. Leaf is one of the most effective lurkers on this map in VCT, period. On the Vise, super, super strong. And what he has just been told by his team is that A, 3 players just died on the bodies, and the enemy Cypher was just seen. And he knows, based on the last few rounds of information seeking into mid, that the street control is just a Cypher camera. What this means is, well, with the Cypher fighting, he can't be clicking into that.
Sentinels versus NRG.
What the fuck is that song? What
you
the
talking
fuck
about?
is that song?
What you talking about? What song?
Is that AI?
Nah, I was in the studio.
Holy shit. No, you actually have to like record your version of it.
I should do.
This is not real. There's no way that's real.
Exterior like fish eggs, interior like suicide wrist rags.
This is a very old, nostalgic Counter-Strike clip. 33 million views. Holy fuck.
I could exercise you. This could be your phys ed. Cheat on your man, homie. Ah, I tried to sneak through the door, man. Can't make it. Can't make it. The shit's stuck. Out of my way, son. Door stuck! Door stuck! Please! I beg you! Red! You're a genuine dick sucker!
Yeah, I'm adding this guy to friends.
He said, yo, I'm adding this guy to friends.
We can keep it simple, baby. We can just fight with it. Right.
I said I was sorry, or I just need my half of the money and I will go.
Your half? There is no your half of the money.
When the
There
bottom
is only
fragger
my
asks for
all
a
of it.
drop.
Do you understand? Why should I be penalized because of your sloppiness?
I said I was.
All right, we have to do better though.
Kill him, I'll give you money. How much? What's the bounty on me team killing this guy and looking at his reaction? $5? Too low. This is a special gamer right here.
Come on, guys, we gotta go.
What is it? 200k GP. We're talking in GP, I'm on it.
Stop fucking shooting me! What the fuck is wrong with you? Chill!
It was a misinput, calm down! You calm the fuck down! There was a misinput!
Oh my fucking god.
God, this community is overreacting.
What the fuck?
I know you know, I know you wanna get it. Don't be
Let's focus up here.
There is only one person favoring
What?
Sen here, and I think this game is closer than people think.
Yeah.
Yes, G2 is undefeated, but Sen has stepped up even from the way they were playing back in kickoff. They have really fleshed out their map pool. Players have started to come into their own. John QT, Bang, Zekin, all having great games. This is a Sen who can make this close.
Absolutely, and as well for that G2 as well, it's very hard to remain the top dogs for a long period of time. You have a massive target on their backs. They've been talking about it in the interviews as well themselves. Like, there's only so much you can be a dominant team that's a force of nature before everybody is staring at you as the team to beat as well. With the iterations that we're seeing from Sen, they're getting better and better and better every single time that they play. Listen, the Preds, the analysts, we've been
Chat.
wrong a lot of the time, actually.
Who does, if you can pick one person on Sentinels to have an absolutely insane match today, who would you pick?
Out.
Yeah, they definitely do. For Sentinels
Type
here,
shit.
this team has been on the up.
All right,
and
we're on the
up
same
and
page.
would have such a big opportunity here. Qualify to
We
Toronto.
need that
easy way
boy.
and get
I
their
won't say
revenge
his
for those
name.
last two
I won't
matches
utter.
that
I
they
won't
lost to
dare
GT.
utter his
This
name.
is it,
We
folks,
need
right?
that
This is
boy.
one more
We
spot
need
for
that
Toronto
boy.
up for grabs, right? A lot of pressure on the line here.
We
Can
need
G2
that
and Sentinels
boy.
find their way back to an international
Nah.
event? It's going to be an
I'm
intense
talking about
matchup, and we know
that
the Riot Games
boy.
Arena
You
is
know which
filled
boy.
out to the brim. So let's go ahead and get the show started and bring out your two teams.
Oh, we're starting already?
Riot
Holy
Games
fuck.
Arena. Let's
It's
find
happening.
out who's going to Toronto. Let's bring out first Sentinels.
Now it's the Sentinels, and you heard Elizabeth before.
That
she
boy right there, he
gathered all the
just saw him
fans,
for a
asked some
second.
Questions who he thinks going to win, and oh man, it's a partisan crowd here, Ender, for Sentinels, and it feels like G2 might be walking into some hostile territory.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you heard the interviews before with Liz. There was one fan she found that thought G2 was going to win. This is going to be a high-energy arena. You know the Sen fans are going to be out in force, and that's exactly what you want for a global qualifier match.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Sentinels team, again, I just keep iterating that they are the ones iterating. Every single time they play, they're looking that much better as well.
Fuck,
And all
we
it's
need
gonna
those
take is
hockey
one
jerseys
more
pronto. I'm not gonna
little
lie.
incremental improvement, I
Those
think, to
hockey
just tip
jerseys
them
are
over
gonna
the
hit
scales to
different.
Potentially take down G2.
We need those hockey jerseys on stage, man.
And now it's time to bring out their opponents. Come on, y'all, make some noise.
Fuck G2!
For G2!
And even though the
the thing is, I fuck with all the players, no joke, individually.
That this G2
That's the
team,
worst
even
part.
multiple times in a couple interviews mentioned, hey, we want to be the
Damn it.
team that everyone wants to cheer for.
It's
that
the org,
everyone
bro. It's
wants
not
to
the players, it's
believe
the
in.
org.
Hey, what better way to do it now than to take out Sentinels?
I was also going to say, you don't need to have the fans on your side if you're out here smoking.
Anyone
everyone.
cheering? Anyone cheering? Hello?
Real talk, man. Real
Did I hear a boo?
Sen is coming off of 2 dominant 2-0
The fuck?
victories, most impressively against Sentinels to
I
start
thought
their
I heard a
feed
boo.
here in the playoffs. But for G2, they've had some close games, losing a map in their last 2 series, really getting pushed by Leviathan, by MIPR as well, but now
Oh my
coming out
God.
here and still being flawless, still being the #1 seed. This is their chance to show what Josh RT was talking about earlier
Maps,
in the season. The teams
Split,
have not caught up, and they are still the
Icebox,
top
and
dog for a
Ascent.
reason.
And this is going to be an interesting map pool indeed as well.
Splits.
Same with the split pick as well. That's going to be awesome to see them play that one.
Yeah.
Icebox. The way that G2 play Icebox is almost like they've just thrown it into some sort of algorithm to figure out.
Our
what's
Icebox
optimal
was no duelist, right?
Because
Sounds like Josh RT.
It's all post-plan store, but the way they
What are you
play
guys
it is so
thinking? What are you guys
disciplined that
thinking?
it almost makes it interesting to watch itself. I think we're going to have a stellar series on our hands.
Sen has gone back to split being their strongest map in this stage, but G2 have not played this since their loss to T1 in the finals of Bangkok. They could have something completely new ready.
Yeah,
Here goes
I'm
map
expecting
3.
to see G2 come in with a very strong game plan up
Ascent
against
was bad for
Sen.
Sentinels,
Have a lot
no.
of
We just
footage,
played it the
on
other
that
day. We
map
looked
for them
really
to
good
go
on
ahead and
Ascent
study.
recently.
And when it comes down to like how G2 play maps, I kind of feel like what you were saying, Brent, about them playing like plugging in the
I think
algorithm
Split's
to
gonna be a
generate most
big
optimal
map.
comps, most optimal playstyle. That kind
We
of
played
feels like
against
their approach on
C9?
every
I just
True.
haven't heard Brand talk good about Icebox so
True.
much in one day today.
It's
So crazy, you know?
It is crazy. But a crucial note here, I think, with this map veto, at least in my mind, I think, is that the longer it goes, the less likely it looks for Sen to try and take it, I think. For that Ascent final map that we're going to be seeing played as well, the way that Sen took it against Cloud9 was off the back of a lot of clutches and some hard anteing as well, and also from Cloud9 kind of really being uncomfortable, I think, as well, when the sides were swapped around for them.
Zelsis locked, not
Ascent
selling
for
the
G2,
bundle.
on the other hand, they've been innovating. They've
I need him
played
to be
away the
locked,
cards.
but
They
not
set
too
up
locked,
really
if you know what
well.
I'm saying.
I think it's critical for
What's
Sentinels
better
to
to
try and take
split?
this
Yeah.
one in a 2-0 if they're going to win it.
Same comp for Sen that has been amazing for them all season. With
Where's
this double
Rob?
initiator.
If I had to guess,
Euro
Rob's at the
call for a
arena.
second. I think they have great ideas on their attack side of how to take early space, reset this round, and let players like
Wait,
Zelda
Rob's in the
get
chat.
big value on the lurks.
Rob's
And
in the
G2,
chat.
This is the comp they played in that last game against Tier T1.
Not on arena.
It's gonna be a mirror match.
Yeah, again.
Rob's nervous,
for
I can sense
G2,
it. I'm nervous
they
too.
love the Yoru pick. They love sort of setting
No,
up
I'm not nervous.
fights
I'm
off the
confident. That's not
contact
true.
plays from him, the quick rotates, all these ideas. And when you think about it, the ultimates, when they come online, you've got 3 monsters for taking sites.
Oh my God, these guys have like a dance. Rob's got them dancing with his thing, dude. Wait, low key? It's getting to the point we got more Rob signs than players.
G2, given that we haven't seen it for so long, but it's clear that this composition works, right?
It doesn't have to be a comp change, just an approach change. There's a big gap in terms of
Wait,
footage.
what?
G2 have not showed this map in a while, and Sen, this is their most played.
Well, folks, 2 titans of Americas are ready to collide. So let's go ahead and send it over to your casters for this epic brawl. It's going to be Rivington and Van Silly on the mic.
Holy fuck. What a crowd.
It is time to get into what is this
Wait, is this
kickoff
mic
grand
fucked up?
finals revenge match in best of 3 form.
I feel like his
and
mic
I'm
is
sure
fucked up.
Sentinels want to come out firing.
Yeah, for sure. From an Orcs perspective, in his rivalry, you would want Sentinels to come out on top. In the
It's
VCT
muffled.
so far, it's always been G2 throughout the last year, but they have a chance to kick things off on the right foot because we are starting off on split.
Volume
this
up.
is a rematch of the Grand Finals of Kickoff, as you've mentioned.
Should be good.
And actually, Sentinels has beaten G2 13-4 on this map. A great start to kick things off, and when you're looking at G2's side, though, they're pulling out with an Omen. Mimi mentioned that they used this against T1, but in that kickoff game, Valorant actually had the Astra going into the composition. So this time around, going back into an Omen, they
Yeah.
want to go into a mirror comp, maybe battling
All
a
right,
little
let's
bit more
go.
with the Omen flash, and we'll have to see what's G2 cooking up this time around.
It is interesting to see. You don't need as much as the stars.
UI,
for post-plant
UI?
now that you have Trent continuously.
Oh my God,
playing
EMEA is
Mateo.
hunting us. Hello?
And as we get into
There we
our
go.
first round, it's just going to be a spread out on the map for G2.
Slow
And
pistol.
Sentinels, it's kind of heavy stacking towards B to start.
Waiting for
Yeah,
push.
G2's always going to be like this very slow start, just trying to figure out here what Sentinels would try to do at the beginning of these rounds. All of them focused into the extremities at first, playing very passively. Will there be any trap plays with the tail salvos coming out from Sentinels? And as it quiets down a little bit, they wanted to add a little bit of pressure towards this middle, see what type of rotate they could follow it. But you could definitely see here, they're trying to finish for a split towards this A site.
Interesting to see they're back to this Zelsis
Ooh,
alone in
it's gonna
mid.
be an
where
A
Cap was
split.
talking about how that was sometimes an
Wait,
avenue teams would take to beat
Zekin's
mid
hiding
and take
inside
map
the
away.
gap?
So they started giving him help from John Cutie and others.
Did his
from a
TV
distance.
miss?
Here they go back to it.
Oh my
and
God.
It seems like G2 will take that mid space.
The blast
will
didn't
take
get the
heaven,
corner.
But Zekin, ever so quiet, could be the one to start the round, and
Yes!
he does pop off with 2 fast ghost shots. Now they're trying to sort out what the rest of the members of
so
G2
much
could be.
damage.
They've creeped in so quietly, and now they have the sight to themselves.
Tried to fake plan.
Trent
at the
has
beginning to see if a
rockets.
Swing from Sentinel's gonna come out.
Planted.
Oh, Zelsis.
Nice.
Oh, he gets him.
Good
Util out.
trade.
The timing is there. Narrate
Rockets.
through the paranoia. Gets the right click that counts. And now it's up to Trent. The post plant, the reason they have the Teo.
Now trying to go on to this tap. Trent trying to move forward. Bang onto that tap. The swing for the first tap. And now the swing. He's sticking it out so far into the spike. And gets the
Good
full
stick. Good
defuse.
stick. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Jeez.
Good job,
Consolation
Zekin.
prize for that kill from Trent, but unfortunately here for Sentinels.
Hey, Bang is getting
that smoke
active
was a
out there,
nuisance.
huh?
But we talk about nuisance here, Riv, on the first pistol round. Zekin in that position, just
Nice.
behind the Viper screen, right over here.
I think the blast missed
So many
him.
times going into the BCTs when this is not being checked, and it's a deadly spot. And Zekin, who's been amazing throughout the playoffs to kick things off against Cloud9, opens up with a nice little 2K against G2.
And it's not the aggressive Yoru there. The round had kind of played out a little
Oh,
bit.
what the
They
fuck,
wait, they pull
man?
back, and he's not trying to play off a gate crash. They're playing safe, and they're playing behind the walls. Very nicely done. Again, we see that opening mid up didn't really hurt Sentinels too much, and it's exactly, they almost were able to walk G2 the way they wanted through that vent and into his sight before they attacked again.
I wonder what it is.
Pause to start out here for a second match, and we'll get that
EMEA
sorted as
curse
soon as
following us?
Yeah. So far, again, G2 has had great opportunities here to work towards the A side. Remember that smoke and the flash that we talked about from Valorant switching over.
Yeah.
to
Feels
this
like
moment.
Zelsis is
They actually
talking
used
about
that to actually
something.
get a lot of space towards the A heaven when they were pitching across. So again, think about how Valorant potentially could be sticking around with this group here for G2 to
Talking
work
to the
as a
ref.
pack to fight toe-to-toe against Sentinel, who loves to get muddy in these fights too. You saw how close it was one on top of the spike. Close range classics. It's been going well so far.
All right, ahead of G2's playoff debut, we did speak with Jonah P about the team's goals. So
Oh,
let's check it out.
fuck me, dude.
Goals moving forward is obviously to qualify for Toronto. That's the first step, and then you know, closing out the stage. We're not here to just
Skincare
qualify
on
for
point,
the event.
though.
We want to win the whole thing, and we got to defend our kickoff title, and that's what we want to do. We want to, you know, we want to win everything and be that team that's very consistent, and you know, proves to the fans that we're the team to cheer for.
Yeah, so expectations pretty high here for G2. But going into this game again, just to think about here, what's at stake? Sentinels has a great start with this pistol on the Icebox. That second map has only been tested once by G2, coming out with this non-duelist comp. But Split in itself for G2, they've
Do I have
never
any
played
leaks
it
on the
in
Sentinels
Split
Toronto
1
jersey
in
if there is one?
2025.
It's a hockey
They played once
jersey.
only during the
That's the
kickoff,
Rob league we
but
got.
It wasn't because G2's
And we're
trying
getting
to
it no matter
avoid
what.
playing this map.
That's the
They
nice
actually
part.
float it a lot throughout the season, and it's just other teams that's batting it against them.
But it
So
can't
going
come any
into
sooner.
This matchup now, it's been a while since kickoff that these two teams played against each other on this map. Now it's G2 that has the upper hand, at least in terms of what's new. What can we bring out here against Sentinel, who loves to play this map on Split?
I think we're starting. Yeah, we're starting.
We'll have to find out after we get out of this tech pause. And I think the one thing we see here is one thing we definitely want to talk about.
The
is
G2
the way that
From
these
G2?
teams will use
It's a
stingers
force. It's a force
on a
B-pop.
low buy. Two
It's
of the
scary.
best in VCT
a
Americas
force
here. We
B-pop.
remember Trent's play from just the other day on Pearl, as well as what they're going to be able to do here.
If we
So
win hockey jersey
it's going to be a
pre-sales launch
treat to see
today,
what the Stingers will do,
okay.
and I think this is going to make
That means
the
we get to
game
see what it looks
very
like then.
fast on the low buy rounds. I don't
There
think
you
they're
go.
giving each other
No!
too much space. We'll give them a little bit more space. As we bounce back out for a tech pause real quick. Apologies for the delay on this, and we will get back as quick as possible into the game. But it's something that's very much so switched the rounds. We saw
Everyone
Sentinels
water
as
sip. Everyone take a
well
sip
in
of
the
water.
1v1s,
Everyone
the
calm down, take a
1v2s,
sip of water.
2v4s from their previous series being able to steal rounds they should not get. So we may have to see the G2 Stingers or vice versa from Sentinels even more than usual.
And a lot of that was on the back of Zekin and Zelsis when they were getting these clutch moments against C9 the other day. And
If you
for
sip
the
your
side of
water,
Zelsis, it's
after
been
you
the
sip
vibrant.
it, do
You saw
the-
walk off the stage or walking on the stage with
Do the
Kaplan just
sound, do
laughing
the
along,
sound
a little
like-
bit late
you know what
behind,
I'm
was supposed to be
saying?
the coach in the back, but it's still Zelsis that move forward. But at the same time, that vibe,
It makes the water
vibe
taste
virtue was
better.
definitely present throughout these moments. I think you want like 2 1v1s on Pearl and a 1v2, especially in that 2 versus 4 with Zekin when he flanked from the back. So you kind of need somebody like Zelsis who's been finding his groove as a sentinel role, as a flex now going into.
Oh my
split
God,
playing
what the
as his
fuck? They're
flanker.
going into the.
But definitely somebody to look
They're
out
getting
for.
into the depth
And
of it.
Now you're looking from top to bottom in this roster. It's definitely.
They got a lot of wires down there, huh?
A team that actually puts a lot of power into the server for Sentinels.
I don't like that.
Zekin, I kind of wrote in my
This is
notes
the thick of
yesterday,
it.
this guy had so many ults,
They're
he
in the
thought he
thick
was
of it.
cheating. It was like 3 per half, 3 or 4 per
Wait,
half.
Jagamo's
I
laughing.
Here again,
I don't like
already
that.
starting on 2-1. As we get this
Oh.
sorted out, let's do some voting
W
with the
mans.
crowd. Who are you picking?
W
Where's
mans.
it going? It's going to be mirrored, so it might be weird at first, but it is Sentinels first. What do we got?
Let's go,
Yeah, okay.
son! It's Bang's dad and mom.
Obviously G2. Okay. Okay.
Confidently?
You're saying that it's mirrored. People today seem to be knowing the groove to.
Yeah, 2-1.
To point in the right direction in the very beginning.
Oh, see?
Okay, maybe
You
not.
cursed
Maybe
him.
not.
You
Maybe
cursed
not.
him.
Maybe not. Cursing this as much as I'm cursing the tech fonts, am I?
No!
G2. So it's like 3-2 now? 3-2 G2?
It's because the camera's mirrored.
Yeah, there's a Zekin. Look at that. And Zekin's getting the votes here with the signs in hand. Also been a lot more vocal, it seems.
Cameraman's going to everyone in
After the
Sentinels
rounds,
jerseys.
Getting not getting up, but being way more vocal, propping the team up, containing those emotions at a high level, and just keeping the vibe up with the team as much as Elsis, really.
Actually, when you talk about emotions,
Let's
as well,
go.
you see G2 when they're walking out here on the stage, they're quite stoic. And a lot of their matches going into this one here, knowing that they're the best team, but also I think there's a lot of those emotions that's just buried down just to not let that take the best of their emotions going into the game. Because remember, they almost had a chance to win Bangkok going all the way to the grand finals against T1.
Yeah.
They
What?
had the lead over
What the
2
fuck?
maps, where they
Hey!
unfortunately
There's a
lost
Sun
those
jersey
in
on!
overtime against T1.
It's got a
But
spy!
they had game point, match point, series point, championship point
Sentinels
going into
go.
Bangkok and let that slip. So
And you know what things like that mean? We hear
Mama
Jogamo
Zekin!
talk about the effect it had for them on Pearl.
Wait,
and
no.
how they had to get over that
Wait,
speed
no,
bump on Pearl
other
where
way.
it
Other
felt
way.
good again.
Wait,
If
what?
They could get themselves to that map and play it through.
Well, let's get into this map then.
Let's get right into Split, though, as G2 Esports are getting one of their first plays here out of the stage.
All right, here we go. We're live. They forced. They
Deadly
forced.
spot
Everyone
from
chill.
Bang at the top
It's a
there
force.
of the billboard. And G2 going with the Stinger buy. You just mentioned it before, but G2 quite often successful with the Stinger buy and now attempting to rush towards his B site.
TP.
That TP's back
Nice.
to A. Jogamo to the back of the site, but Bang
Big.
is very much so ready.
Ooh,
He's gonna get
dink.
swarmed, and he wants to go for more.
Oh, we can't get back
He
in.
may have the positioning.
Full retake.
Very fast move from Sentinels here to reposition and get set
Observer?
up for the protocol and retake.
They're staying as a group,
Who's that?
closing the gap.
We
Could be very
swapped
deadly against
during
the
the
retake of
fight?
Sentinels, who only has a judge on Zelsis too as a weak weapon.
A flash clone.
WP has been
Full breach
a
util.
huge advantage for G2 on this one. They just pushed right into the site.
Oh,
running
they're
over
playing so
anything that was in
aggressive,
front of
bro.
them. This is where the Stingers may fall flat, though, to the Bulldog
Nice,
on the other
nice.
side of the swing of Sentinels coming through as a team. And it's going to be a
Oh
find,
my
and it's gonna be
God, what
kill
a
for Zelsis. They're able to
retake.
get that one down on the default
Wait.
plant spot, and the defuse coming through as well.
That was
Zekin gets
so
even
good.
more
The
points on
stun
the board, and
flash.
he is just 2 away
Did he
from
blast?
dimensional drift going into the
Where did
bonus
he
round.
blast?
And as we just mentioned, Zelsis with a judge was able to pick
Oh
up
my
a
God.
Stinger here to open up the first
What a
kill
good
on the
retake.
from Sentinels who flooded back. Knowing here that G2 are really good on trades in these Stinger
He
buys, they
blasted
also
close
wanted
spawn,
to
I
stay as a
see.
group. And Sentinels takes the upper hand, and you just talked about it. Zekin being 2 away from the dimensional
Nice
drift.
spin.
You remember his game against Cloud9 the other day. He was having almost
Oh.
like 4 or 5 blade storms within the half.
Yeah.
And he's been on fire.
That's
so
a huge
far.
retake.
Doesn't have to be as prolific as he was in the game versus Cloud9, because again, the whole team's looking pretty good here for Sentinels.
First
Defensive round
pistols
G2.
here.
We have a Stinger buy for Valen, and for the rest, finally we calm things down.
I
for
like the
economy,
judge.
so they can
I
have a
love the
much
judge
healthier
here.
buy in round number 4.
Please use the
And
judge.
judge towards mid. The Vanity
Abuse the
RC
fuck out of
cosplay
it.
Now coming into effect. Everybody realizes how strong
Uh-oh.
it is in this position.
Can we get
Nice
back up?
displacement, so G2 can still toy with this area and try to gain a little bit of ground.
Nice.
Oh.
That is so
Saw it
cringe.
coming.
Keep it up,
was just
baby.
a matter of
Get through
time there
mail.
for Zelsis to
Get
be able
through
to get
mail.
At least one. The timing's going to be good, but the distance a bit
Kill
too much
it.
for the judge to
Nice.
follow up, and that's going to be John Cutie on the other side for the pincer move. Now 4v2 It's going to be tough for G2 to even get into the site.
Easy.
Not going to happen. They rack up a bonus round there, and Sentinels continue.
Nice.
Small scales from G2 trying to take control of the top middle. I think due to that type of buy that they had on the Stinger, they didn't have too much utility.
Does Sen merge fit true to size? Yeah. I would say get larger if you want a baggy fit though, but I would say it's true to size, yeah.
Not something
I always
easy to
recommend
fight
sizing
against
up
when you have
though.
a judge here into Zelsis. And 3 unanswered rounds, but finally things calm down. G2's back into the advantage in terms of weapons in this
Full
round.
buy here.
Playing it very slow still. You have this wall set up on the A side for a slow lurk.
Fake TP.
On the side of Leaf. Where G2 gives a lot of responsibility onto Leaf in these moments where he's trying to find a timing on these lurks. And so we kick things off with early util to set presence of towards middle here for G2. Everybody's grouping up once again.
Second has an
Just a power
outlaw.
drive towards this A site.
Oh
Sentinels,
fuck. They're coming back.
They got 3 players out here.
So close.
Oh
This is going to be
no, he's
tough. I don't know if
dead.
they can both get out of this. No, they
Oh, he didn't get
cannot.
that kill?
G2 pressing in so fast, and it was Sentinels in just
Bad
that
timing?
awkward window.
That
in
suppress
timing.
fucked us.
It's like G2's going to be trying to do this.
That was a good
entire
suppress
time.
stun
They
by
play a
them.
little bit slower. They find where they can get
We
through
just need
the
damage
armor
here.
of
Any
their
guns?
opponent, and then it just
Any
looks
guns?
so easy once they get the spike down.
Still good util for Sentinels though to move back into the site. Bulldogs being picked up. They have Salvos and Paranoid to start flooding towards the elbow.
Little pop flash from Jogamo to see if they can
Spam
retake
kill?
this space, but nobody's engaged enough for him to want to take it.
Saving.
I think they back up here.
Yeah, I mean kills would have been
Maybe
nice,
try to
but it's
find
fine.
exits, though. Zelsis only has his
It's probably
Bulldog,
better if
so
we live so we
he's
don't
gonna
give
be
him
the one moving
orbs.
forward. John Cuny's gonna fall
Oh.
back and save.
Ah!
Double peek.
It's not worth it, bro.
Wait, he doesn't want to give it away.
I got an armor.
Sees 2 on the other side. Jonah will take that. And you can Jogamo just vibe in there. Cat jamming on the screen. And that is going to be
Check
a
that
fourth
keyboard
round here
out.
for G2.
Still a great start. Finally, that they have their money right. They have a flawless
The winner
round
of this
decided
match
G2.
qualifies
But
to
the good
Toronto,
thing about
yes.
This, though, despite G2 being able to open up this
Full
ace fight,
spam.
is the correct reads
Yeah.
that Sentinels currently have here on the defense.
Ben
Something
Silly
that-
cultured. He knows about cat jam,
a
huh?
masterclass calling that was even mentioned here in the post game against Cloud9. Something that
Hey,
John
J&M,
Cuny is
have a
doing
good
very
one,
well
bro.
in terms of
Hugs.
understanding the
Hugs. No
tendencies of
kisses,
their
but
opponents.
hugs.
So when they have better weaponry or even a judge back in the hands of Zelsis, maybe in the later rounds, it could render deadly for G2.
Focus.
Who are kind of like just spitballing into a group push in the mid round without getting too much
Breach
information.
stun off the Yoru.
Speaking of information, you start with the dimensional drift. A flash to come across.
Nice try. Good.
Gosh.
That was a good
Just
trade by them,
straight to the
but
back line.
the
They're
fact that Zekin
expecting
got
it
him though,
somewhat, but
good job.
You know Zekin's going to try to do something
It's
crazy
tough.
here. Leaf goes down, but so does Zekin. I'd say this is obviously leaving Sen in the 2-2 across the map, and if they don't lose anybody else, are looking
Good
pretty
orb.
good here.
They're committing.
G2 patiently waiting to get in. One off of quite a few ultimates could easily solidify this round for them.
And that's why
Is
they
he gonna
wanted to
breach
stay
ult?
back towards the spawn. What type of moves are they going to do here on the defense?
Well, they have sight.
And they react to it. So far, reacting correctly. Moving inside this B side, it's open for now. It's been stalled a bit by some counter salvos out from Sentinel's side. And finally, Jonah P's going in for the plant.
Spike planted.
They get that down. G2 becomes so much stronger in this
We have no
position.
util
You already
now.
see Trent starting to back up. Armageddon could come in just a few of these kills, but he's got the salvos first. The retaliation.
That was a
now.
good
They
stun
try
by
to stop
Jonah.
the entry back into the site. Sentinel's still thinking
hard
of which
retake.
way to get in, and they cannot cover each other on these shots. The spams come through.
Oh,
and
we
again,
missed our chance to
G2 get
swarm.
that
We used
post
both
plant
our
locked down.
stuns.
That's always been the game plan for G2.
That was good counter
knowing
util
that,
by
you know,
them.
we mentioned Trent just playing tail.
They're laughing so
every
much.
single map.
How?
He knows that
split.
role.
Never plays a Silva, never plays a Fade, just keeps on to this tail because it's so good in terms of what G2, how they want to approach in these maps. It creates so much space for them to allow Jogamo to move in. But, and
What
he does
size
it
jersey
with
am
the
I?
rest of the team.
Large.
From time to time, he'll come in with the special delivery for the assist. But if not, they need him to stay
Am I
alive
watching
for
on
the
YouTube?
salvos
I'm
a
watching on
post line,
Twitch.
And it's been working
Focus.
out so far. Not too many teams have found good answers into stopping the post plant for G2 so far.
It's a rush.
All right. Now we get Jogamo. Oh my gosh. Zekin with the Guardian. We saw him doing the same thing just yesterday. Jogamo creating disruption. Looks like G2 slipped past again. They've definitely picked up the pace in the way that they're taking
Does
the
the guy
sites
have it?
overall. Just the game pace for them.
Ain't
has
trusting
been picked
that.
up here, and
Yes, Teo
Sentinels
ult. Yes,
cannot seem
Teo
to
ult.
get in front of it just yet.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think Yoro's dead.
Forced to play inside the site.
Wait.
TPs it.
Oh
No,
my.
does not time it
Wait, did they
correctly.
both fuck up the TPs?
That's 2 for Trent on the
Wait, did you
Armageddon.
see what Zakin
He
tried
is
to
just
do? He tried doing a
racking up
Euro
the points
TP
right
back.
now.
Did they
You'll
both
already
fuck up
see
the
John Cutie
TPs?
heading to the side here, and G2 may have
I think
lost
they
the
both
first
fucked
3,
up the
but we saw that
TPs.
Stinger be quite effective. It went down low, costs and the economy, so we're starting to see
Wait,
that go to
Zakin's
the
TP
wayside
got
here.
broken. It
G2 will
breaks
start
it.
to come back. Evening
It
on this
destroys the
round,
Euro
and they
TP.
should be able to pressure very hard on next round too. Just
Still
go
well
for
in
the
the
throw.
economy for sure. And
You think
seeing
Zakin didn't
ourselves
know
once
that?
again looking to position themselves for exits.
He must have not known that, right? He must have just tried it in the moment.
It's only going to do a little bit of damage, but you can definitely see what's left for G2. Definitely looking good into the next buy for round number
He probably just tried it.
7 over here.
He's dead regardless. Well, his other option would be to go forward, run out
Get that prime
spawn.
here to allow the Armageddon and G2 to just pressure back into the screens. The Salvos creates
That was
the
such a
space
good ult
first.
by
They think that
Jonah.
they're
Or not Jonah.
gonna fake it out. The clone that was actually thrown in here
Who was
by
the fucking
Dogger
Teo?
gave the tell that you're playing so far
Wait,
back
Leaf?
for Sentinels after those salvos. And after that shot, that was the cue to pull out the Armageddon.
And Trent. Why am I
Same
fucking
with
Trent,
Trap
dude?
2 with
Playing for
those.
stats, brother?
I'm assuming that's a message to Zelsis.
Pause. Damn.
Saving a gun, playing for stats. Either way. We got a timeout coming in here from Sentinels on this.
Is Trent the best
They
Teo in VCT? I think he has the
figure
best
out how
stats.
to kind of
On
sort